Welcome everybody to Chosen Live number 67. It's been a long, well, not necessarily a long time, but a few weeks since I've done a Chosen Live where it's just me on my ones. In terms of tomorrow's stream, there might be an update coming for you guys very soon. Hopefully I'll be able to put out some more details ASAP. I'm going to wait for some people to start funneling on in here, and then we're going to get this rolling. But there is a shitload of news that has been surfacing over the last week that I need to catch up on. I've literally spent ages just binging the trailers that have been dropping, just like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like I've just been binging all of them. So I'm going to wait for some people to get up on in here. So many trailers, so much news, so much to cover. And you know how it is, Chosen Lives. It's gonna be good. I'm gonna be rambling for like a good, I don't know, I'd say hour, and then the last half an hour is just gonna be a bunch of madness and whatever it ends up being. But who have we got in here already? Okay, LB, what's up, dude? Tonight is your night. Indy 5. It's gonna be much better than Indiana Jones 4. Let's just put it that way. Hey Lisa, Leon, what's up, bro? Laterite, Tristan, Tim, Jim. All right, fantastic. So I'm gonna start. Oh, Dominic, what's up, dude? So I'm gonna start out with talking about Blue Beetle first. Now, let me just take a swig of the old Highland. One sec. Before I go any further, let me just. We have a word from my man. 1 second. Where is it?
Hello there.
Hello there. How are you, Stuart, sir? How are you, bro? What was I going to say? I'm going to start with Blue Beetle first. So Blue Beetle has now got an official date. King, what's up, bro? So Blue Beetle now has an official date. Let me just pull up the poster. 1 second. Should have really done this before I started streaming. That would have made more sense. Stupid Jacob. Right. Okay. So I actually really like this poster. This poster is so good. Who is Jim? I don't know. Finally caught alive. What's up, All Valley? How are you, bro? Yeah, I'm doing good, bro. I need to send you an update and keep you posted and abreast of some of the updates and things that have been changing. But got to catch up with you, dude. AR, what's up, my man? Evan, what's up, dude? All right, I'm gonna pull up the poster for Blue Beetle first. Now, I want people to know where I stand on Blue Beetle. Okay, who is Jim Tim? I don't know who the I don't know. It's probably CBO. All right. Anyway, this poster, simple. I like it. I'm not going to waste too much time by going, or maybe the color scheme's an Easter egg to 50 things you missed in the poster. Like, don't overread into it. It's just a cool looking poster. I like the design. I like the aesthetic. Simple. And we've got our date only in theaters 2023. So not the exact date, but we know at least that it is officially coming out in theaters. That's good. It's not going to be canned like Batgirl was. And it's not just going to be, you know, whatever. So that's good. That's a good thing. Other than that, I don't have too much to say other than it's a really cool poster. And I really like it. Now, I want to spend the first part talking about Blue Beetle and what to expect. And also let me know if the sound sounds different. Anybody, let me know if it sounds better. Keep me posted on how the audio is sounding. As much as... oh, wait, really? August the... Oh, dude, had they put it on August the 15th on my birthday, I would have... Man, I would have loved it. August the 18th. All right, fantastic. Even better. You know what? Fuck off. Troll. Where was I? So, get a life, loser. Anyway, where was I? Back to the point before I got rudely interrupted. Yes. To my fellow Cobra Kai fan contingent, I know this is going to generate some debate amongst Cobra Kai fans, but I'm going to say something very controversial here, and you guys know me. I keep it real and I keep it raw. In terms of Cobra Kai and DC, Cobra Kai is not holding a candle to DC. I'm sorry, that's just the way it is. You may not like it, you may not agree with it. Cobra Kai is not holding a candle to DC Comics. So, why do I say that? Well, the reason I say that is primarily because most people know Shola Marjuena for playing Miggy on Cobra Kai, like we all do, and anyone in this space. But with DC being such an anomaly in the sense that it's bigger, it's got a huger following, every single casual in the world has watched something DC related, whether they know it or not. There's something DC related they've watched. Cobra Kai people hear of as the show that's whatever. Don't agree with it, but that's just the common consensus. Something that I like to deal against actively as a Cobra Kai fan myself. Just saying. But I want people to be prepared for what's about to happen. Yes, the movie's going to probably be great. I'm looking forward to it. I'm sure Sholo's going to kill it. But I want people to prepare themselves for people knowing Sholo for Blue Beetle more so than Miguel. And the reason I say that is where you could say, oh, well, he played Miguel first. True. He played Miguel Diaz first. However, Cobra Kai is a very niche following. Karate Kid was huge and it was massive. But again, it doesn't hold a candle to DC Comics. It does not hold a candle. DC is literally up here, right here. So when he starts promoting the movie more and the movie gets a bit more exposure, don't be surprised if people go, oh, that's Blue Beetle. That's Jaime. Instead of, oh, that's Miguel Diaz. I want fans to prepare for that because that already there's going to be some that goes, no, he's actually Miguel Diaz. Well, objectively speaking, yes. But again, context being instilled, DC, Cobra Kai, it's like apples and oranges. Like DC, Cobra Kai. Like there's no comparison. And I don't say this as a pretentious slight or to throw shade at Cobra Kai fans when I say this. If you don't know about the character of Blue Beetle and Jaime, please shut up. Like, seriously, please stop it. You watch Cobra Kai and you watch the lead in the show, that being Sholo, and that's great. But if you don't know the character of Blue Beetle, please, seriously, honest to God, just zip it, please. I've already seen it. Well, I watch Cobra Kai, so I know everything about Blue Beetle because Shola Marjuena is playing Blue Beetle. No, you don't. It's two completely separate characters. What Spider-Man is in the MCU right now is essentially what Blue Beetle is to DC overall. He's a transitional character. Oh, shit! Isabella! What's up? The sound effects. Oh, don't worry. There's plenty more. How's Bobo keeping? How you keeping, Isabella? But I want people to just be prepared for that. Like what I said earlier on, that people are going to start to recognize him more as Blue Beetle than necessarily Miguel Diaz. And what's coming with this is a bunch of Cobra Kai fans coming out the woodwork going, I know everything about Blue Beetle. I'm the biggest Blue Beetle fan there ever was. Look, it's great to support Sholo. I'm not discrediting that. Support our boy. However, if you don't know the character, shut up. Like, seriously, zip. Don't say nothing. Because, unfortunately, this always happens when an actor plays a character in a show or movie that we all love. They then go to something else, and then all of a sudden, everyone's an expert because of Google. I'm just going to call it what it is. Everyone's an expert because they can Google Blue Beetle, facts about Blue Beetle. That's literally exactly what's happening right now. And I'm glad that the character's getting more exposure, and I'm glad that we're supporting Sholo. Absolutely. But again, unfortunately, what's really winding me up, if you don't know the subject matter, zip. Like, it's like the best comparison I can use. Let me just take a swig of this. One sec. The best comparison I can use for me, when that Game of Thrones BS was kicking off about season 8 and the disaster that it was, I didn't open my mouth because I'm not knowledgeable on the subject matter. You can have an opinion, but if you don't know what you're talking about, then again, zip. Like, don't say zip it. Like, everyone's all of a sudden a Blue Beetle uber fan. It's like, hold on a minute here. We can support our boy, but let's not pretend like we knew the character before show the play. Like, let's not make this world. Now, having said that, Sholo looks like he's going to absolutely crush it. And for me, as soon as Sholo was in Cobra Kai, I was like, you know what? Especially if you played the Injustice games, like me and my boy Shamoon have. Shamoon! What's up, son? Yep, that's true. No Bobo in the live stream. No, not in the live stream. How are you keeping, Shim? But my first proper introduction to him was the Injustice games, and then I got versed in the character from there. And I said, you know what? The guy from Cobra Kai, Miguel, I reckon he could play a good Jaime. And that was a fan casting. People really bought into it and were on board with it. And lo and behold, it happened. Like, essentially, this is a fan casting, more or less. I mean, obviously, Sholo had to go through the process, but this is one of them rare instances where a fan cast is an actual casting. It goes hand in hand. And I think Sholo is going to absolutely nail it and is the perfect Jaime. Now, in terms of the character, would I be introducing him right now? No, I wouldn't. I would not right now, because DC have not sorted out the fundamental core of their universe, and now they're bringing in transitional characters. Like, that's like bringing Spider-Man into Iron Man 2. Like, literally, I know someone's going to go, oh, actually, he was in Iron Man 2 because he was the little cameo. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about literal Spider-Man. Literal Spider-Man in Iron Man 2. It's a bit of a weird feeling, you know what I'm saying? But this is where we're at. I think they want to develop Blue Beetle as the sort of Spider-Man of the DCEU or the DCU, whatever they're going with nowadays. And I'm on board with that. I think that could be a good route to go down. And I think that Sholo has the charisma, as we've seen in Cobra Kai, to lead the line and be a strong lead enough to where if they wanted to do a Young Justice movie or show, like a proper one, not like Titans, like a proper one, you could believe him as a leader of that squad. I think that's exactly what they're setting up. I think that's the route that they're going to go down. And I think that Sholo is a very good pick. He's going to absolutely crush it. And I think that Blue Beetle is a very good choice. And then eventually we could see characters like Firestorm, Artemis. We could see characters like that. Definitely, 100%. But again, the only conflict I have with it is when you introduce someone like Artemis and whatever, you inevitably get Kid Flash, when we've literally got Kid Flash as Flash right now. Like, that's the issue that we face here. So they'll have to change a bit of the source material. But again, having said that, Sholo's going to nail it. I'm looking forward to it. I know that DC's been on a bit of a rocky road. I know people are still 50-50 on Black Adam. I, for one, really enjoyed it. It wasn't great, but it was all right. Like, the movie was, it was what I expected it to be. How many times have I said it? You're not going to see Black Adam. You're going to see The Rock covered in lightning. Like, when you make peace with the fact that you're going to see The Rock covered in, like, literally the most electrifying man in all of DC entertainment. Like, when you make peace with that, you kind of prepare yourself for the inevitable truth. You're going to see a Rock movie. It's still disappointing to see certain things, but by and large, you know what you're going to end up with. Like, let's be real. You know what you're going to... Come on, it's The Rock. You know. But I didn't really hate it. I thought it was all right for the most part. I thought it was a decent course correction. And that post-credit scene, I'll just say that. And yes, that could be... You could use that as an innuendo if you wish. But it literally was a course correction for me. And I said, you know what? The character was assassinated the minute The Rock was cast, and that's just the truth. And it was just a fun popcorn action movie reminiscent of the mid-2000s. Nothing more. Will I rewatch it? Not against it. Like, I won't actively go out of my way to rewatch it, but I'm not against rewatching it. It was an all right movie, you know? So people are saying, it's trash and it sucks. I think you're overselling it a bit. But again, having said that, DC are finding their footing now. We're sorting shit out over there at Warner Brothers. Finally, you know, I mean, ever since I posted my first video on this channel 4 years ago, still talking about the same problems today. So it's been a never-ending battle. Now, finally, they've listened to the fans. And they've gone, you know what? We do like money. Henry Cavill is great as Superman. Henry Cavill likes playing Superman. He looks like Superman. He feels like Superman. Let's bring him back. Oh, we need a story here for this universe. We can't just string shit together. That's a good idea. Let's do that. Like, we're going back to basics, and I freaking love it. Now, I did see an article a couple of weeks back about... They do. Seriously, they do. Because I tell you what, you know what? Hire me, RJ, King, and Darius, and just the Kings. Just hire me and the Kings, and we'll sort it out from top to bottom. I've literally been saying all Warner Brothers needed to do. You didn't need a Kevin Feige, all right? You're not Marvel. Stop trying to be Marvel. The reason Kevin Feige exists in Marvel is because Kevin Feige has been there from day one, all the way back to Blade, right? All the way back to Blade. That's 90s. He's been in Blade, Fantastic Four, X-Men, Spider-Man. He's seen it all. That's why the MCU is as successful as it is, because Kevin Feige's been there from day one, right? And that's the truth. Warner Brothers and DC haven't had that. But what they have had is talented people over the years, whether it be Christopher Nolan, whether it be Zack Snyder, whether it be whoever. So many talented people over the years. All you've got to do is pull your resources together, get a bit of column A, a bit of column B, column C, throw it into a blender or a potions pot, stir it together, throw some sugar, spice, and all things nice. There you go. And now they're freaking doing it. And they've got James Gunn over there. And that will lead me to Guardians of the Galaxy 3 after this. But, you know, they've got James Gunn over there. Christopher Nolan's now potentially being touted to be involved in some kind of consultant role. Zack Snyder's been mentioned here and there. You know, you've had so many talented people work over there. All you need to do is build a collaborative team, share your collective vision, make a roadmap, right? Stop storyboarding like 1, 5, 106, 3, 2, 11, 95, and 5. Like that. That's not how you storyboard a universe. That's jerking the story around, and that's jerking your audience around. That's exactly what that is. Now, we've gone through the shitstorm. Okay, we've gone through Shit Creek. All right, we've gone through it. But now, we're at a point where we can go forward in a very organic way. Okay? Well, it's true. It's just jerking the story around for the sake of it. Like, fuck it, I'll just say it as it is. That's basically what it is. It's literally going, okay, we're going this way, and then all of a sudden, just randomly go this way for no freaking reason whatsoever. That's been Warner Brothers' whole roadmap the last few years. Let me just catch up on the chat quickly. All right, my camera's gone out of focus a little bit. There we go. Bang. It's also good to refocus myself. I'm so excited to see Sheldon Blue Beetle. I recently just bought a Blue Beetle comic because I know nothing about him. Yeah, he's going to be great, Gian. He's going to be amazing. Hey, that's the first way I heard about him was Injustice. Juice, what's up, bro? Man, yes. They line up Blue Beetle, Shazam, Robin, Starfire, Cyborg, Static Shock, Raven, Beast Boy. I think Shazam will be with the bigger ones, I think, bro. I think Shazam will be with the bigger boys. Yeah, and that was years ago, and I'm not giving them any credit for that. It's like giving Disney credit for Mandalorian, you know. It's like, no thanks. I'm not doing that. But back to the point. They've spent so long jerking the story around. Now we're at a transitional point where they're finally getting shit together, and we're starting to course correct. And they're building out a roadmap and a universe, and they're focusing on the core characters that people come to DC for. I keep saying the biggest difference between Marvel and DC is as follows. If you're looking for variety and you're looking for so many different types of characters and teams and stories, Marvel's the way to go. If you're looking for God characters, right, you go to DC. Like that's just straight up. Like if you want 100 great characters, you go to Marvel. If you prefer more self-contained, badass 30 characters, you go to DC. That doesn't mean one's better than the other. It's just whatever your preference is. And for me, that's what I like about both. And in my opinion, DC has the courage to take more risks. Whereas with Marvel, we're talking about, should Blade be PG-13? Fuck no. No. I'll die on this hill. It needs to be rated R. It's a vampire hunting, katana swinging bloodfest. What? You're just going to cut away every 5 seconds? No. Don't do that. Lame, boring. And DC, for Batman's first outing with Robert Pattinson, was made a 15 for one of their poster boys. Why can't Marvel do it? This is what I mean. If DC get their shite together, be very afraid, MCU stands. I'm telling you, if they get it together, there's so many stories within DC's catalog that will wipe the floor with Marvel. And again, I have to say this. You're a DC fanboy. No, I'm more of an MCU fanboy than anything, or just a Marvel fanboy in general. I like both, but I think there's a part of the story, or not a story, part of this discussion where I want both to shine. I'm sick of DC getting pissed on, and treated like, it's DC. It's DC Comics, for Christ's sake. Like back in the late 90s, early thousands, Avengers Who? It was all about the Justice League. Justice League, Justice League, Justice League. The Justice League was everywhere, from the cartoons to the games to the comics, everywhere. The Avengers were just there somewhere. Now it's flipped. The Avengers have taken over and Justice League's taken a backseat. But if, like me, you're old enough to remember, Justice League used to be the hot shit. For good reason. Just saying. So the main thing is that damn. The main thing is that DC are getting it together. We're course correcting. We're going the right way. Finally. Taking them long enough. Better late than never, but at least we're going the right direction for once after all this freaking time. It feels like it's been a never-ending battle. I can't lie to you. Just dogging DC for literally years. Years! But yeah, it's just, yeah. Marvel has a plan as much as there have been some L's. Oh, there's been some L's. They have a plan in place. Now James is over at DC. Exactly. Keep telling people. I mean, you can't, like, but it needs to be PG-13 for the kids. Fuck that! Like, the kids don't want to see a PG-13 Blade or a PG-13 Deadpool. They want to see a 50... There's a reason why kids sneak into bloody 18-year-old movies, for God's sake. Like DC want their throne back. And I love Marvel, but again, before the early 2000s wave of Marvel movies, DC were kicking their ass. There's a reason why so many studios have so many Marvel characters. Marvel were at a loss. They were losing money. They had no choice but to sell characters to people, which is why we're now in the situation with Sony and Spider-Man, which is why we had Fox doing bullshit with the X-Men, which is why we had Fox doing stuff with the Fantastic Four, which is why we have Universal being arseholes with Hulk, even though the MCU don't frickin' use them properly anyway. So that's why DC were whooping their ass big time. And it was only because of the success of Wesley and Toby and Patrick and Ian and Hugh and all these people that gave Marvel the boost it needed. And then Iron Man came along and saved the day. Iron Man is what saved Marvel. That movie saved Marvel. Like, you can see it. If you go in all the details in the history, Iron Man saved Marvel's bacon. That movie was literally a last chance. And it did so well, it saved everything and it changed everything. Always, I tell you, always that first Iron Man, it's goated, man. Kids have access to the internet, they'll be watching that. Shit. Hey, I'm not going to read that out. Damn. You're right, you're not wrong, but I'm not going to read that out. PG-13 for the kids. Yeah. Exactly. Universal want Hulk if they don't even use him. Well, I mean, Hulk, to be fair, I'd rather they just stop using Hulk entirely. If you're going to use Hulk and use him correctly, like having him... I'm sorry, what did they do to his son? Oh my God, Scar looks like shit. Like, he literally looks like... He looks like Flubber. He looks like Flubber with hair. Like, his hairline is like, all the way back here. Like, go to your barber. Get a refund. Jesus. Looks awful. Looks terrible. God, She-Hulk, that show is so freaking bad, man. It's so bad. Everything about it's terrible. Oh, but it's fourth wall breaking. But it's not funny. It's just funny for the sake of being funny. And it's still not funny. It's crap. Sorry. I know I like to, again, context and nuance and be the guy that's fair. But She-Hulk, get that shit. Terrible. Hated it. Hated everything about it. Couldn't get past the first 2 episodes. Sickening. Oh, no. You guys can say it. I just can't say it. I grew up with DC. Hey, Augustus, what's up, bro? Yes, I do. I'll tell you what they need. They need this. Let me play the clip. Where is it? Where's Buster Rhymes at? Where is he? We need Buster Rhymes coming in there, drop kicking him like he did Michael Myers. Beast Wars and Maximals and Predacons. Oh, I agree. I can't wait to talk about that. I've been watching my Ultimate Spider-Man. Yeah, she missed Marvel. This is where we're at with Marvel. Yeah. This is what I'm saying, right? Wakanda Forever. I've seen it now. I enjoyed it. I actually really enjoyed it. I think people are being very harsh and kind of unfair. I think it's all right. And I'll say I give it a solid 7. 7? A 7 for me? A She-Hulk gets a 5. And that's being generous. You know what? I'll give She-Hulk a 3. That show is so freaking bad. It's awful. Like, we've gone from Yinsen saying, "Don't waste your life, Tony Stark," to She-Hulk twerking on screen. Disgusting. But yeah, back to the point, because I've kind of gone off on a tangent. Blue Beetle is going to be good. I'm looking forward to it. And this is a step in the right direction for DC. And Sholo is going to nail it. I can't wait till we get some more footage, maybe a few clips, maybe some trailers. And I think it's going to be great. I think Sholo's going to absolutely nail this. But like I said at the start of this little Blue Beetle segment, Cobra Kai fans, I know we love Cobra Kai, but people are going to know him more for Blue Beetle than Miguel Diaz. And I'm saying that just prepare yourselves for that. Just like I've been preparing a bunch of normies that never knew about the Blue Beetle character telling me about the Blue Beetle character. Anyway, Blue Beetle done. Speaking of Marvel and all that kind of stuff, we're going to transition to Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Oh my God, what a trailer. Where do I begin? Right. Everyone, I want you all to prepare yourself for the most heartbreaking death in the MCU. I think it's been made so obvious in the trailer what character, the man, the legend, Jacob is back. What's up, dude? How are you keeping, man? I think it's been made so obvious in the trailer at this point. Hang on. Tell you what, let me do lightsaber on for a bit. Just put it up there. It's been made. No, see that now. There you go. Put it there. Put it there. It's been made so obvious that Rocket is going to die. And I tell you what, the minute Rocket dies, oh my God. I mean, you all remember how heartbreaking it was when Groot dies in the first film and he ends up living. You all remember how heartbreaking it was when Yondu gets killed off. You know, he may have been your father, boy, but he weren't your daddy. Like, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if half that team gets axed. Like, Rocket is definitely going. That's set in stone. I think that's definite. But with the context of the situation surrounding James Gunn. Now, if you know all about his little firing from Marvel and Disney and whatever else, because Jacob, you need to get a Switch so we can play Mario Kart together. Do you know what? I really do need to get a Switch. I need to play some Mario Kart. I haven't played Mario Kart in so long. I do need to buy a Switch. I really do. I always wanted one. It's so expensive, though. I'll go to Computer Exchange, see if I can get one secondhand. We'll see. I mean, hey, Christmas is just around the corner. What was I going to say? Yeah, so going back to why James Gunn... If I have to be honest, what really irks me about James Gunn's exit a couple of years ago was the fact that the company that gets rid of him and the history that they have, firing someone for making a few mistakes and a few bad tweets from a company that's literally built... You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't say it all, but... There's a clip from Family Guy that describes it perfectly. I'll just leave it there. I'm just saying, the House of Mouse, they can't talk. And their history, their things weren't accidental. They were on purpose. They were literally on purpose. So vilifying someone for stupid tweets that he did by not, with no malice, just being a troll, It's stupid. So don't be surprised, right? Because of the ruckus that it caused and all the context surrounding it, especially with the cast saying, look, we're not coming back to do another Guardians movie unless James comes back too. Don't be surprised if half that cast get axed. Batista has already expressed his feelings about leaving Marvel. He's talked a lot about Bane. I think if you're going to do Bane going forward, whether it be with Robert Pattinson or Ben Affleck or whatever, I think Batista is a great choice for Bane. I think he would absolutely crush it, no pun intended. But then you just look at that and you factor that in. You know, you look at Drax's mission as well, which he basically sucked at. I didn't like that Drax had little to no impact on Thanos whatsoever. But his mission of killing Thanos, that's done. His part to play in it was minimal, but it's done. You've got Rocket. He doesn't have a long lifespan anyway. And I think with this being the final installment, that's what I want people to also remember. There's not going to be a Guardians of the Galaxy 4. There really isn't. Unless Marvel begged James Gunn to come back. In my opinion, James Gunn is on board all things DC. I think James has made the transition. He's done the Suicide Squad. He's done Peacemaker. No, he's not done the Suicide Squad. Oh my God, I just fucking fucked that up. Hang on, give me a minute. Is it the... All right, there you go. No, I did get it right. I was... All right, Suicide Squad, The Suicide Squad, because there's two... Right, so The Suicide Squad by James Gunn. Peacemaker. There was even a tweet that he shared the other day that teased Kingdom Come. So I think James is all in on DC. I think James is probably never coming back to Marvel for the foreseeable future. Never say never in the business. It's potentially possible that it could happen. But as of right now, I don't see James coming back. I think he's all things DC. I think this is his exit from Marvel. And I think Guardians of the Galaxy 3, it's literally going to be an ending. It's going to be a proper ending. And does that mean it's going to be an ending in the aspect of these characters will never appear in the MCU again? No, I don't think so. I think you'll see some characters, you know, you'll see some characters in the MCU from the Guardians team. You will, for sure, because the characters, they're not mutually exclusive to the movies. That's what's great about the MCU. But by and large, this is the last time you're going to hear, you know, dun 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 dun. It's the last time you're really going to hear it, and I would prepare yourself for a lot of heartbreaking deaths. I think Rocket is guaranteed. I think Drax, that's guaranteed. And now that we know that Mantis and Star-Lord are kind of related properly, it's going to sound so horrible of me, guys, to say this, but again, when you look at what James Gunn has done with Suicide Squad and Peacemaker, he holds back with Guardians. He does. And I think killing Mantis, that would be heartbreaking, especially because Mantis's abilities, she can feel pain at a heightened level than anyone else can. You know, remember when she's on Thanos' head and she can feel his emotions by touching his head? Just imagine how heartbreaking it will be a scene when Mantis is lying there, dying, while they all have to watch. Seriously, Rocket, Drax, Mantis, Nebula even. Nebula's mission is done. That's it. Nebula could be finished as well. I think by the end of the movie, the only Guardians who'll be left is Star-Lord, Gamora, and Groot. Everyone else, I think everyone else is going. I think Kraglin could live, but Kraglin could live because he's the last Ravager. He's the last remnants of Yondu's ravaging crew. So he could survive in theory. But I think Drax, Rocket, Mantis, Nebula, those four right there, they are on the chopping block. And if I had to rank them in order of likelihood, Rocket, Drax, Nebula, Mantis. I think those four are definitely on the chopping block. And I think they're going to go. Because the reason with Rocket, he hasn't got a long lifespan anyway. He was the only one to survive the snap. And it would really, like the way the trailer plays out, come on. Drax's mission is finished. And I feel like he's only got so many more places you can go before he just becomes the comedic bumbling relief. Then you've got Mantis, where we had the revelation in the latest holiday special. But also, if you look at it from an emotional standpoint, killing her in this movie would really hit hard. And Nebula, especially with Gamora, not remembering anything about the events of like the other Guardians movies, because the Gamora we have is from a different point in the timeline. Nebula dying would serve Gamora's arc. Like that, from an emotional standpoint, it would serve from an emotion, like it would serve. You know, I'm gonna butts. Woo! God damn. Doesn't the Guardians of the Galaxy logo for the film tease who is going to die? Yeah, to be fair, anything could tease that they're all going to die. Contract-wise, James can't do anything Marvel anymore for a while. Yeah, DC have kind of bound him. Kevin wanted to kill the Avengers in Endgame. Yeah, that would have been stupid. Indiana Jones trailer quality is so good. The cinematography. Oh, I'll talk about Indiana Jones. James is running DC. Guardians is going to be an emotional roller coaster. Yes, it is. It's okay, Jacob. That's why you're black, bro. Like... Damn it, Danny. King. God's sake, man. Fuck. I got my Venom suit on, my Spider-Man 3 Venom suit on right now. Damn it, Dan. I mean, hey, I don't like to brag, but it's what I do. Just saying. I mean, I don't want to say, but just saying, Disney. There's a certain clip in Family Guy that addresses Disney's past. That's all I'll say. That's all I'll say. That's all I'll say. That's all I'll say. Won't say anymore. Since Batista has been wanting to leave, then Drax is done. Yeah, there's nothing else for him to do. He'll probably die. Mantis. I mean, you don't have to kill every character. Like, let's not make that. Like, this is what really bothered me about the Suicide Squad is sometimes James Gunn, you've got to reel it in. You haven't got to kill everyone. Like Rick Flagg's death. Now that pissed me off. Like that wound me up. You didn't need to do that. I didn't like that. So you don't need to kill everyone. But it wouldn't surprise me if James has said to, you know, the Guardians of the Galaxy crew, if you want out of the MCU, I can give you whatever out you want. Let me know. How would you like to go out? How do you see your character going out? And I think this is the ending for Guardians, really. Like, you'll see the characters around. You'll still need them because we're still going cosmic. But by and large, the Guardians of the Galaxy, that spot's going to be filled by the Eternals. You know, they're the replacement. You know, they'll be filled by the Eternals. The same way in a couple of phases, how the X-Men might take over from the Avengers. You know, could happen. Bless you, bless you, bless you, bless you, sir. Thank you. We have ourselves a duel. Ha! Everything's going great. I'm turning my life around. Good man. You keep working on that screenplay. Thanks. You keep working on that screenplay, dude. King Paras, yo, what's up, bro? How's college going, man? Talk to me, man. How's college? I'm real. I'm happy for Solo Blue Beetle, but I don't plan on seeing it. I'm just tired of superhero movies in general. The market's so oversaturated. Yeah. Like, I mean, I compared it to this the other day. When you think back to Westerns, right, and when Western movies were released, they were everywhere. And I mean everywhere. The MCU is the modern Western. So, and I say this with all due respect and I love superhero movies to death, and they'll never get old. But there is a feeling of fatigue, and it's not just because of Marvel; it's just in general, you know. And I think, give it time. I think once Secret Wars is done, there's going to be a massive drop off. Like I really do think there's going to be a drop off. There's still going to be hype and entertainment from us, but the thing is, and I say this, and I say this in a nice way. Us as fans, there could be World War III going on, you know, literally outside the cinema of the latest superhero movie. You know, you got guns going, you know, all around the area, and you know, you got the helicopters whirring, you got Arnold in the background going, like you got him in the background, you got bloody, you know, you step back, Dutch, step back. You got the war going on, and there's just you in the rain going, I'm here to see the new Marvel movie. Sir, the cinema's closed. There's a bit of a war going on. I want to see the new movie. Like, we're going to be there regardless. So to us, it means nothing. We're always going to be there. But the general person, right? I know. I told you because it works every time. The general person has already looked at the MCU and gone, 20 or 30 odd movies? Shit. I'm not going to move off my ass. Like, you know, like that's a problem. Just saying, that's a problem long term. Ant-Man suit. Oh, I'll deal with that in a bit. Everyone's so used to Marvel, people not even to make indie films. Yeah, do you know what? That's actually a good point. I'm glad you brought that up. Indie movies are actively avoiding superhero stuff. And I'm not even kidding. There's so many creative, talented people I know who do indie projects. They are avoiding it like the plague. Seriously, they are avoiding it. They don't want anything superhero in their stories whatsoever, primarily because, I mean, one, what are you going to do that's not been done already, that we haven't seen? And two, I always say this, just because something has tropes doesn't mean it's bad. Top Gun Maverick had tropes. I loved it. Creed had tropes. I loved it. Cobra Kai has tropes. I love it. But because they're so specific to their niche, I don't mind them being tropey. Whereas with superhero movies, it's becoming repetitive. And every indie filmmaker I know is actively avoiding it. And actually, that's, in my opinion, for the better, because I want some more riveting stories, you know. I want a new Top Gun that, you know, can change the world again. You know, I want something fresh, something to define this generation. And one example I can give is the Terrifier. How many times have we looked at the horror movie icons over the years and, like, let's put it this way, right? You've got Freddy, you've got Jason, you've got Michael, you've got Ghostface, you've got Pennywise, you've got Scarface, you've got Leatherface, Chucky, Jigsaw. Like, those are your main guys, right? Those are your main people. The fact that we're talking about the Terrifier breaking into that mold, that's fantastic. Like people have said, if they keep it up for the next 10 years or so, the Terrifier can break into that mold. That is awesome, because then it beefs it up a bit. It's not just the same horror movie icons again and again, with Michael Myers going and then Ghostface going, surprise, Sydney. You know, and Leatherface just, you know, it gets tiring. And then Pennywise sitting there in the suit going, hiya, George. Shut up, stupid clown. But yeah, that's a good point. I'm glad that you brought that up. That's a good point. See, this is what I mean. You know, you get pop culture discussion and you get BTS discussion of films and things. See, so I'm an all-rounder. Too good. College is great. All my classes are A's. Yo, except accounting, dude. I never even got an A in my life. So that is freaking awesome. Well, I technically did if I count my performing arts course. I'm also joining a frat next semester. That's like a brotherhood. Good, man. A party for my friends, and so everything's great. Hey, yo, bro. I'm happy for you, man. I'm happy for you, man. That's what's up. I tell you what, I'm going to play you a clip.
It's just good business.
There you go. That's for you, bro. I'm happy for you, brother. That Arnold impression never gets old. Have you ever watched Avatar: The Last Airbender? Wait, you mean the original show? Because if it's the original show, then I've watched it. But if it's a new one, then no. But I might check it out if it's a new one. Stay. Yeah. Stay. We need John Cena to play Superman. You won't be able. No, we do not need that. AR. More of the Sonic movies that have been released so far. Sonic 2 in particular. Do you know what? Sonic 2. I was tempted to give a 10 out of 10 because they addressed the Vin Diesel and Dwayne The Rock Johnson beef. Like, they addressed it in there. Imagine being Vin or Dwayne and taking your kids to see that movie and they take a shot at you. I was crying. Art the Clown from Terrifier. Yes, he is. Zack Snyder, Rebel Moon. Yep. Zack Snyder, Rebel Moon. Also, guys, check out Mighty Ducks on Disney Plus. It's basically Cobra Kai on ice, but family friendly. Really put Chucky on that list. Again, right, we're talking about objective viewpoints here. Chucky is on that list. I'm not saying he's my personal favorite. I couldn't give a frog's fat ass about Chucky. You know, he's a little doll. Just kick him over there and throw him in the bloody river. But objectively speaking, Chucky is up there. You know what you're doing. If Marvel drops off after Secret Wars, DC is going to be at its peak. Yeah, see? It's there. It's the original. Oh, it's the original Avatar. Oh, I'm definitely rewatching it. I haven't watched that show in so freaking long. Aang is my dude. But yeah, back to Guardians 3. Guardians of the Galaxy for me is one of them movies that you put on when you feel like you're having a really bad day. You put that movie on and you're in love, hey, like from the opening, from the jump, you're in the vibe. And for me, I'm not even going to pretend to you lot, I didn't see Guardians of the Galaxy literally months after it released because I was unsure about it. Anyone who says they knew about the Guardians of the Galaxy before the movie, unless you're a really neck-deep Marvel fan, I call BS. You're lying. Even the diehards didn't really know. Like, you knew about Gamora and Drax, and maybe Rocket, but other than that, in general, no. So taking a D-list team and turning them into a household name to the point where the Guardians of the Galaxy are great in the MCU, but they're awesome in their own movies, that speaks volumes to me. That is incredible. And James Gunn and everyone who's worked on Guardians of the Galaxy should feel extremely proud of what they've achieved, because I'll tell you what, man, to be fair, I really wish we got a scene of Star-Lord and Ant-Man because everyone always forgets who Ant-Man is and no one gets Star-Lord's name properly. So that would have made for a good scene. Missed opportunity there for Endgame. Damn it. But by and large, I'm looking forward to the movie. Adam Warlock looks great. Will Poulter, hey, that dude looks fantastic as Adam Warlock. Like, he looks so freaking dope. But he looks great. He looks great as Adam Warlock. And the best way I can describe Adam Warlock, think of Doctor Strange and Captain Marvel in one. Essentially. He's basically 2 in 1. Now, for those that get their knickers in a twist about characters having power levels and whatnot, I don't want to get too much into it, but you know what I was getting at because I mentioned Captain Marvel. Adam Warlock is a level like no other. Like all the way up here. And you know what Adam Warlock means? Hyperion, Nova, Sentry. I'm just saying, we're opening the doors. This is why the Eternals might need to get their shit together. And this is why we probably do need Icarus, because he is Marvel's Superman, and they might need him, depending on what story direction they choose to go. Let me catch up on the chat. I agree with what you said about people avoiding like the play, because yeah, I've watched all Chucky. I do like the movies. I was basing it on power level. Oh, right. Oh, in terms of power levels, I mean, come on. But but just in terms of objective horror standpoint, in the pop culture zeitgeist, and unlike horror movies, the world is scary enough. Why would you get scared even more? Because it's not real. I had no idea who the Guardians were. Me neither. I never wanted to see the Guardians of the Galaxy 1, but I did anyways in theaters, and that's one of the best MCU movies. Yeah, it is. I rolled onto the floor when I said Ant-Man. Thank you, Spider-Man. If I was to be a Marvel character, I'd be Doctor Strange, so my parents would be You got that Asian parents thing, innit? See, it's like I tell you guys, I am the most cultured white boy you're ever going to see. I know. I just know. I know. You can just say stuff like that, and I just know. Because I have doctor as part of my name. Oh my God. Hey, oh, damn. That's, wow. What are your thoughts on Shang-Chi? Really loved it, and No Way Home are the only 2 Phase 4 content I'm passionate about. Well, they're the only 2 I really give a fuck about. I don't know. I mean, Shang-Chi, No Way Home, Falcon and Winter Soldier, contrary to what people really think about that show, I like it. Hawkeye, Moon Knight's all right. That's about it. The rest, I don't care. I don't care. So yeah, I agree. But Shang-Chi I thought was decent. I thought Simu did a great job. I don't know what they did with Abomination. Hated that. But other than that, I thought the visuals were fantastic. I thought the movie was very tropey. We've seen a lot of it before, but I didn't care because it was executed well. Brilliantly shot. CGI a bit wonky in some places. That's a problem with Marvel a lot at the moment. And someone said this the other day, and I really agree. the special effects look worse because the color grading is always gray. Like, it's always gray. Stop using gray to cover up CGI, for Christ's sake. But yeah, I think other than that, that's all I can really think about. This phase for me is a write-off. I just don't even get me started on Thor or Doctor Strange. Another George Lucas or another great filmmaker to define this generation. Like me and my mentor says, what matters is the quality of your work, not the quantity. Bang. Right back at you, son. What's your fan cast for Fantastic Four in the MCU? Demi, what's up, bro? It's been a while. That is a very, very good question. There was one that I saw the other day that I really thought was great. Hang on. I would like, Emily. If we're gonna have John Krasinski, I would like Emily Blunt, but I don't think it's gonna happen. But I mean, there's a part of me, right? And this may be a hot take, but I would really like Owen to come back, the original. Like, I think he was like, again, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Like, get the original back, get him back and reimagine the character with that actor. Because let's be honest, the first two Fantastic Four movies, they're not great, but they're not that bad. And he is fantastic as Mr. Fantastic. And that wasn't meant to be a pun. I would just bring him back, personally. I'd bring back Chris Evans if he wants to come back, and Michael Chiklis. And get rid of Jessica Alba, because apparently we need more, more of whatever. But, why don't you give up your role then? Just saying. That's where I get annoyed at that stuff. But yeah, I might have to do a stream on that. Can you review Wakanda Forever? 7 out of 10. Enjoyed it. 7 out of 10. Solid 7. I enjoyed it. Bonsai, Melissa. W. Blue Beetle. David Ramos. Kang Dynasty is in good hands with Daniel Cretton. Great director. Yes, he is. Gotta be honest, can't wait for 8K. Even if you don't do a Q&A, you're my favorite pop culture YouTuber out there. You gave my life. Fucking hell, man. You're trying to make me cry out here, son. There. I'm raising the lightsaber to you. There you go. It's up there. If I raise it any higher, I'm gonna whack the ceiling. Thanks, bro. I appreciate you. I tell you what, let me find a clip. What clip can I play? There you go. I'll play that one. Boom. Just for shits and giggles.
Shut up!
That one never gets old. What do you think about Hector potentially returning in season 6 or a possible season 7? Marvel nowadays, yeah, quantity over quality. I agree. I see that happening, but I'll touch upon that more to the end. But going back to 1 second. Hey, Christopher Eccleston he got Doctor Who back on track. So I'm just saying. The lightsaber isn't the only. I'm not even going to address that. I'm not even going to address that. I'm not even going to address that. Damn it, man! Can't get enough of these clips. Yeah, you're right. The other thing hitting the ceiling, it's my foot. Yeah, you thought. Have you seen Guardians of the Galaxy? Yeah, yes, I've seen it. The only thing I care for about is Phase 5. Yeah. Wait, is Guardians of the Galaxy 3 Phase 5 or is that Phase 4? Well, that was Phase 4. Or am I just being stupid? Oh, it's part of Phase 5. Oh, right. So essentially, it's going to be kicking it off pretty much. Bricks and screws. Wow, what a comment. Sure, of course you did. Right. And the Earth is flat, and space is a lie. 2023 is going to be great for movies with Guardians, Across the Spider-Verse, Creed 3, Super Mario, Blue Beetle. I agree. But yeah, Guardians 3, I can't wait for it. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be emotional. There's going to be a lot of heavy shit in there. Like, I think we're all going to be in the feels. I think there's going to be so much stuff in there that makes people literally bawl their eyes out. Like, I'm not even joking. Like, I think James Gunn and the crew, they're going to pull no punches. I think there's so much left out of that trailer. And I think even on the next few trailers, there's going to be even more that isn't. Like, think of the emotion in the scene where, in the second one, where Sylvester Stallone's character is telling Yondu, no one's going to basically care about you if you die. Just imagine that on steroids for every character. that's an OG Guardian. Ouch. It's going to sting. But Guardians 3, can't wait for it. Adam Warlock is essentially the introduction to the more cosmic MCU. And I think Eternals is basically the way forward. They're going to take the Guardian spot going forward from this point on. So we'll see how it plays out. Looking forward to it, though. Kicking off Phase 5 with a bang. Jedi Survivor, Insomniac, Disney, Johnny's Fridge. Who do you think is going to die? Well, I answered this earlier, but I'll answer it again. So, Rocket, Drax, Mantis, and Nebula. Those 4. I think all 4 of them are going. Potentially. One of them's definitely going. Two of them are definitely going. Is Adam Warlock villain or an anti-hero? Oh, he's a hero, but it's more of... He's a hero. He's basically the hero of the universe. And in many of the comics, he is tasked with protecting the universe from Thanos. Like that's essentially what his role is in a couple of the comics. Like I'll tell you, Adam Warlock is that freaking dude. Like, and I'm not even joking. Adam Warlock is that guy. Why do you think Mantis will die? Because Mantis, for me, if I was writing it, Mantis and her power of feeling emotion ties in with the third movie. I think characters dying, imagine you lose Nebula, you lose Drax, you lose Rocket, and then you lose Mantis, and Mantis is the final one who goes, and she feels the sadness of everyone else dying around her, and then she's dying there herself, and she can't do nothing about it. Sounds cold, but... And I know fans would go, no! But tough shit. This is how you write good stories. Otherwise, we just get rehashed shit all the time. I think it's an emotional beat that they got to do it. They got to do it. It's like I said with Venom 2. Why the hell was Anne not killed off? Why? Why is Carnage dead? The wrong person died. Like, I'm not even gonna. Again, think about it. Now, listen, I don't know if anyone in the chat has seen the TV show Torchwood. It's a spin-off of Doctor Who. But there's a character in that show called Tosh. And Tosh was a lovely soul. And when she dies in that show, she's helpless. She's alone. She's just listened to someone die. And now she's dying. That would hit for Mantis. That would be heartbreaking. Yeah, sorry, guys. Well, see, when I get like into my filmmaker mode... Just imagine that feeling. It's gonna hurt. You think Kreese and Kim will team? Yes. Can't wait to see your opinion on Indiana Jones, even if it's a rant. Oh, there'll be a rant. Star-Lord is gonna die. I mean, I don't think Star-Lord, but it again never eliminate any possibilities. Now with Marvel being attached, I'd say be open, but with James Gunn leaving, don't eliminate any possibilities at all. Yeah, why kill Carnage? So stupid. I hated that. 27 people in the chat right now. Carnage getting killed off was so freaking stupid. I hated it. It's okay to kill off some characters. It makes it unpredictable. Yeah, just don't kill them off. You don't do it cheaply and carelessly, but, you know, you kill a couple off. Gamora and Groot are safe. I don't think they're going to be killed. Groot's already been killed once. Gamora's already died once. I think they're safe. Everyone else, it's fair game. Guardians 3 might be the only Marvel movie I might see. I watched 30 minutes of Thor 4 and I stopped. It was boring, forgettable. The whole movie is just one big Guns N' Roses soundtrack. Carnage dying is a decision that was made on... I don't disagree. Holiday specials kind of gave it away on who's dying. Yeah, it gave it away for a few people. Would you like to see Robert Nepper as Carnage? Hey, Robert Nepper would be great as Carnage, and I freaking loved him in Prison Break. When this guy woke up this morning, he was white. God, that clip has me rolling every time. Yeah, they're not killing off Groot again. But I want to talk about Transformers. Transformers, more than meets the eye for the 8th freaking time. So, let's talk about that trailer. Now, bear with me here. Yeah, see, that's what I mean. That's the downside to movies using them. I love Transformers. Like, I love Transformers. I didn't grow up in the 80s, but I used to rewatch the shit out of the original G1 show, you know, with the like I used to rewatch that so much. I rewatched Armada and Energon on Toonami back in the day on the old TV channels. You know, I watched Beast Wars, I watched Cybertron, I watched them all. The Netflix series that came out a while ago, Siege and all that stuff and whatnot. Check it out, it's great. The Bayverse. Seen every iteration of Transformers there is. And I gotta be honest, Spider-Man 4 needs Scorpion or Kraven as the villain. I agree. I'll do you one better. Why is Gamora? I've never seen Transformers except the first one. Just watch them all. There you go. There's your weekend sorted. I grew up in the Bayverse era. Transformers was always something that existed for me. It never left an impact. I mean, I am Optimus Prime. Like that. I'm sorry, Optimus Prime is one of my favorite characters in all of pop culture. And despite what you think of Michael Bay, the one character he gets right is Prime. Prime gets his shine. Like when he's on screen, Prime gets his shine. Like Prime is a badass like, I'm not even joking. My weekend is uni assignments. It's literally Sunday right now. Damn. Procrastination, sir. Morty, I totally don't do that. Yeah, I do it. What do I think of the trailer? I liked it. I thought the trailer was really good. I thought it was really well done. Didn't give too much away. It gave away just what we needed. I like how it is a continuation of Bumblebee. I think that's what I'm hearing, is that it is a sequel to Bumblebee. And for me, it's kind of annoying because they've tampered so much with the lore now. This isn't a prequel to Michael Bay's Transformers. It's not. They've changed the lore so much. Like, stop it. Just say it's a reboot. It's a fresh start. Just say that. Just say that. Like, just say that. But yeah, Optimus Prime carries the Bayverse, and so does Bumblebee. I agree. But for me, I wasn't hyped, if that makes sense. Like, I wasn't losing my shit. I wasn't going, oh! Like, you know, you see, like, as much as I love doing trailer reactions and stuff, sometimes I feel like it is fabricated. Like, generally speaking, if the camera's off and no one's watching you when you're watching a trailer, you're not sitting there going, no! Like, you got, like, a fire being lit up under your ass. Like, generally speaking. Unless you're just that hyped, which sometimes that can be the case. I mean, we've seen my Cobra Kai trailer reactions. I would lose my shit. But I'm not hyped. I think it looks good. It looks good, and I don't want people to get the wrong impression. Top Gun Maverick's trailer, I thought was all right, and the movie blew me away. So it does work both ways. You can be massively hyped for a movie from a trailer, Doctor Strange 2, and you can be let down by the movie. You can be not so hyped for a trailer, Top Gun Maverick, and love the movie. So it's. I might need to do a stream talking about expectations and whatnot, but essentially that plays a part in it. And I think it's important to always have that balance of both sides of the spectrum. But I like it. I like the designs. I like what they're going for. You know, we are in Beast Wars territory, and oh my. I can't wait. I can't wait for the Predacons. I cannot wait. It's going to be so refreshing, you know, to see all of these people. You know, you've got Maximals, Predacons, and Terracons. Like, it's literally going to be, it's going to be freaking insane. And I think that shot at the end of the trailer, let me pull it up. I want to pull that shot up. I really love that shot. I really love that shot. Man, where is it? Man, I literally just loaded up YouTube, and I've just seen a tribute for Jason David Frank. Like, the trailers need to stop doing this. Can they stop playing 5 seconds of the trailer at the start of the trailer? Like, what? Stop it. All right, let me just get the trailer shot. Now, I'm not going to play the trailer because I will be literally, you know, you know what will happen. I'll get my stream bloody cancelled the minute I start it. Right. Rise of the Beasts. This right here. This shit was hot. This shit right here. Look at that. Come flying in. You got Prime in the background. That right there. That shot was golden. Look at that. That shot is golden. I love this. Oh, God. So I am hoping, and this is my concern, we are still doing this thing in Transformers where Autobot does something, human goes, oh my God, this is really happening to me. Can we please stop doing that? It's getting boring. Now, I am hoping, and yeah, rest in peace to the Green Ranger. You're going to watch the Mario film. Yeah, it's still bothering me that Chris Pratt's voicing him. Why don't you just use the actual voice actor? But I think for me, the important thing is I'm keeping my expectations low on purpose. And that's not because I want to be a miserable arsehole, but because Transformers as a whole has disappointed me so many times. And I can rewatch all the Bayverse movies, even the last night at a push. And that's really pushing it. I can rewatch Bumblebee. I think that's good. But for me, Transformers is a strong enough brand to kick Marvel and DC's ass. And I'm not even joking. Transformers is synonymous with the pop culture zeitgeist. And the fact that it's never had the due it deserves. You know, it's like the Terminator movies. They deserve better. You know, I saw Dark Fate and I'm like, the hell was that? Like, why are you doing these things? You know, I just really hope that Transformers gets its due in this movie, especially because, yeah, go to the cinema for this one, King. Hey, you like the Beast Wars stuff? This is where it's at. I just feel like we're at a point at the moment with Transformers where this is a make it or break it moment. If you don't make it now, you're never going to make it, because to me, the formula is simple. Get the humans out of there. Like, it's really not that hard. Like, obviously you have no choice but to keep the humans in. You're setting it on Earth. But keep them at a reduced role. Like, we're here for the Transformers. We're not here for some Oscar-worthy story. We're here to literally see Transformers, big CGI robots, smack the puck out of each other. Like, that's what we're here to see. It's like everyone that said, I'm going to Godzilla and Kong to see an Oscar story. No, I'm going to see Godzilla and Kong fight because I want to see two CGI monsters duke it out. Now, I talked about this on a stream a while ago, just briefly on a touch-up on that. Godzilla and Kong, the most unoriginal name I've ever heard in my life. But the way I would have it is for Godzilla and Kong to team up properly again. I would have kaiju. Like, literally kaiju. Just kaiju Pacific Rim style, because you need things like that. Just on a quick side note. Grown all 5 Transformers movies and anime will say this: Transformers has better CGI than Marvel. You know what? The Last Night has much better CGI than most pretty much all of Phase 4. I'm just saying. Even though The Last Night isn't good. Trailer looked cool and all my expectations are kind of low. I just hope it focuses less on the human characters and more on the Transformers, but I don't think they're going to do that. This is what worries me. It's what worries me every time. Like, you remember that Netflix show when we watched that, bro? How good was that show? How good? Was there a human character in sight? No. And that's where Transformers shines, when you focus on the Transformers, not on the humans. Jacob, what was it like meeting Tanner Buchanan in real life? Oh, okay. Oh, I'll talk about that for a second. So essentially, as soon as I came round the curtain into the photo booth area in the line, no joke, Tanner was like, not even joking, just straight up. Even though there's a whole line of people here. So I don't mean to brag, but I think he knows. I'm just saying. I think he knows. Just throwing it out there. But yeah, he was cool. But it's weird because watching the show, you realize how good they do with the cameras to make the cast look taller than they are. I had to sort of not necessarily bend down while taking my photo, mate, but I had to like lean kind of. And with Tanner, I dwarf him. With Sholo, I'm considerably taller. Yeah, so it was great meeting them. Good fun. They're top people. I mean, I said to Sholo, I was meant to meet him at London Film and Comic Con 2019 a couple of years ago, but I was in the line for Hayden, and by the time I got out, it was that. So naturally, he just looked at me. He's like, "Oh man, it's all right, man. It's Hayden. Come on, man. But you're here now, man." And I was just like, you know what? I like you, Sholo. Can I extend Sholo? I don't know if you're ever going to watch this stream. Please join the Kings of Pop Culture. You would fit in perfectly. That's my open invitation to Sholo. Go and get in his DMs. I mean, hell, could you imagine Miguel Diaz, Blue Beetle, King of Pop Culture? Come on. Monsterverse and Transformers. Yeah, stop it. I agree. We just want to see CGI monsters beating the shit out of each other. The Transformers movies is the definition of mixing realism and CGI at the same time. I agree, Chris. I hope you're doing well, Chris, by the way. Druid. Sup, Jacob? How are you doing? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. How are you doing? How are you doing? I think I've seen you before. Haven't you been in my streams before? I think you were in the last one, weren't you? Been around for a while, or am I just missing something? And we're on 17 likes, people. 17 likes. Come on, let's get it up to 20. Let's go, 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 go. 3 away from 20. We can do this. I think we can do this. Of course we can. Where is it? Hang on. Right, there we go. Right, okay. Now I'm back on that. How would you rate Kim's villain? Great. I'll talk more about Cobra Kai later on. I'm going to finish off with Transformers, but first things first, let me just read these comments here. Glad you had a good experience meeting the cast. I hope I can meet Sholo, Tan, and Mary and Jacob eventually. I want to go to Comic-Cons, but not at the time because of college. Hey, bro, focus on college first, man. College first. Studies and everything first, then focus on the rest. You're doing great, man. You're smashing it, bro. King Ghidorah. Yeah, and this is why when Godzilla versus Kong was a thing, I was like, you know what? I love Kong, and Kong will put in a fight, but my man Godzilla took on King Ghidorah. Like, come on. What is a king to a god? Like, come on. Like, come on. Like, it's literally... It's Godzilla. Like, come on. What I love is that they gave Kong a win by taking out Mechagodzilla. And you could argue that Kong was MVP in that moment there. You really could argue that. But what I do like is the moment where Godzilla is screaming into Kong's face, right? He's like, bow, submit. And Kong's like, fuck you. Like, he was like, I'm not bowing to no one. And there's a respect there. It's that thing of Godzilla may be stronger, but there's a respect formed between Kong and Godzilla that is... I love it. I ship it. I stan. Kongzilla. Kingzilla. There you go. Gong. Thoughts on Adam Warlock? I think he looks great. I think Will Poulter is going to do a great job. Indiana. Yeah, I need to talk about Indiana Jones. The 60th anniversary. Yes, I'm looking forward to that. First time I watched Doctor Who properly in years. But Ghidorah... Exactly. Ghidorah would destroy Kong. Like, he would tear him apart. King Ghidorah is a... It's more of a king than Kong. Like, I mean, let's be honest. Somebody's endgame, I like the... Oh, why did you say that? When Robbie's like, I like the heat. Ugh! Cringe. But yeah, Transformers 5 was a mixed bag for me. Last night was a mess. Transformers 4, Age of Extinction, mixed bag. Transformers 3, Dark of the Moon, I thought was a good third act, but I had issues with it. Transformers Revenge of the Fallen had issues with that as well, but good mindless action. The first Transformers is the best, in my opinion. Transformers 1986, I freaking love that movie. The way that movie opens up with the lion score. Transformers! Oh, God. If you guys haven't listened to the opening of that movie, right, Transformers by Lion. Type that in. That song is freaking gold. Oh, God, get freaking chills. I really hope Johnny plays that in Cobra Kai at some point. But with Transformers, I just hope that we aren't duped again. I can't take another Transformers letdown. I can't. Now, Bumblebee wasn't necessarily a letdown, but Bumblebee had something missing for me. And what was missing was what made Bayverse great. If you can take the elements that made Bayverse great and combine them with Bumblebee, if you take the heart and the story of Bumblebee and you combine it with the action and the intensity of the Bayverse, that right there is your formula for success. Guarantee it. So I really hope we go to that, you know, and all the CGI models look good. You can actually see what you're looking at. Optimus still has the mask thing where it comes like that. So, you know, I agree. Bumblebee was a step in the right direction. I agree. RC, proper G1 RC. She looks great. Now, is that Jazz or is that Mirage? Because I need some clarification. Because I thought it was Jazz at first, but that maneuver, that's a Mirage thing. Hang on. Is that Jazz or is that Mirage? No, it's Mirage. Okay, so it's definitely Mirage. All right, it's Mirage. Yeah. Yep. Is it Mirage? All right, hang on. Let me just... All right, confirm. Oh, I think it's Mirage. Because that's a Mirage technique. This is what I mean. This is the difference between normies and, you know. Right. Let me have a little look. Oh, they've got Wheeljack. Oh, sick. Okay, so the cast, the characters are as follows, okay? So we've got Optimus Prime, Bumblebee, Mirage, RC, Wheeljack, and Stratosphere. Hey, that's freaking dope. The Terracons, we've got Scourge, Nightbird, and Battletrap. And Peter Dinklage is voicing Scourge as well, so that's sick. For the Maximals, we've got Optimus Primal, we've got Airazor, Rhinox, and Cheetah. For the humans, we've got Noah, Elena, Noah's mother, and Reek. Great. Fantastic. Just do we really need the humans? But yeah, that's good. That's a solid cast. Prowler's in the movie. Really? Yo. Wait, is it like OG Prowl? You serious? Wait, is he actually going to be in the movie as well? Well, that's freaking dope. I loved Prowl. I loved Prowl. Prowl and Blue Streak. Those two were great. There was an episode in the original show where they had like a racing competition, and you had like Wheeljack, you had Sunstreaker, you had Sideswipe. Oh, I love G1, man. Not this, because Rise of the Beasts, it won't work with the timeline. But there's a part of me that wants a Transformers 6. Like, I mean, you can't leave it on Unicron and then just not do anything with it. Like, you know, like you gotta find a way to do something, you know? Oh, they killed off Jazz way too easily. Way too easily. And then they just used his body parts for Sideswipe. That's where Bayverse has its issues. Well, thanks, AR. It's just a Casio. Where's Raptor? Hang on. Rise of the Beast. I mean, this is just what's been confirmed so far. I don't think this is every character. I think there's you know... I think there will be some people that are... Yeah. Yeah, okay. So, Raptor isn't confirmed, but I think we could be all right. The only problem I have with this, the guy who wrote this movie, do you want to know who he is? Do we really want to know? Shit. This is going to be controversial. The guy who wrote this movie is none other than Joby Harold, the legend that wrote the Kenobi series. So, with that information in mind, I'm now even more skeptical because... Oh, shit. Oh, don't screw this up. I swear to God, don't screw this up. We can have our feelings on Bayverse, but at least Michael Bay, despite how bad the stories are and how bad the movies are objectively, the characters look badass. Like, visually, they look sick. And it saves it some way. Some way. if the writing fails on a Kenobi type of level, oh my freaking god. Like, let's look at his roster. So we've got, he wrote Awake, King Arthur, Army of the Dead, Transformers, Rise of the Beasts, The Flash, and Atlas. Television, he's worked on Underground, Spinning Out, Kenobi, and Godzilla and the Titans. Oh my god. I'm skeptical. There was a video guy saying that working out was a waste of time and life is too short. Working out has improved physical and mental. Who the hell said... Earlier on, Danny's like, I'm going to the I might go and see this in the cinema. Now I've told you who's writing it. I'm not going to the cinema. I shouldn't have probably said. I might have just saved you money. There was a video of a guy saying that working out was a waste of time and life is too short. Working out has improved my physical and mental health. You live longer and... Right, I'm going to rant a minute here. Let me just say this. Work out because you want to, okay? Is there a bit of ego to me working out in the gym and lifting weights? Yeah, there is. I'm not going to cap. There is. But by and large, I do it because I want to, and I do it because it helps me recenter myself. It helps me rechannel myself. To those that say working out is a waste of time, sitting on your ass binging a show is a waste of time. Drinking water could be a waste. Well, no, that's a bit of an extreme example. Buying McDonald's is a waste of time. Reading a book's a waste of time. Anything could be a waste of time, subjectively. So that's a dumb comment. That's stupid. Working out improves your physical and mental health. And that's not my opinion. That's a fact. Like, I feel much better after a workout. Like, because you feel rejuvenated. You feel revitalized. You feel refreshed. You keep your muscles that you don't often use in check. And you find out it's a good stress reliever, you know? It's a dumb video. It's a dumb take. Where is T-Rex, Megatron, Dinobot, and Rat Trap? I mean, Rat Trap's in it, but I don't know about the others. Kenobi has given people PTSD. Yeah, rightly so. I've talked about this a lot. We're on 20 likes, people. Let's see if we can get to 25. Rightly so. Like, Kenobi, I like it for what it is, but by and large, that show was diabolical. 20 years I waited for that. 20 years, and that's what they give us. 20 years. Wow. Working out has made me stronger mentally and physically. It's definitely something people should get into if it's just walking outside. Yeah, just walking in nature. That's more than enough. But yeah, Joby Harold's attached. I completely forgot about that. Oh my gosh. I'm feeling very 50-50 on this now, people. Joby Harold being attached. Oh dear. I'm feeling very 50-50 right now. What are your thoughts of Bob Iger coming back for Disney? Interesting. It's crazy how he's gone. Now he's back. It's like, you cannot live with your own failure. Where did that bring you? Back to me. You were literally some of the few giving Kenobi. I was giving it a chance every week. Every week. And if it wasn't for episode 1, 5, and 6, that show... I agree with you because that's exactly why though. Yeah, there you go. What was that with that old Indy and young Indy in the trailer? Time travel. Hello there, RJ. Disney is going to lose $100 million from their new movie. They have barely marketed it. Barely marketed it. Sorry, bro. Half asleep. So RJ, do you know who's writing Transformers 7? The one, the only Joby Harold, who wrote Kenobi. I'm now worried. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I am actually really worried now. That's worried me. Oh, but it's just the person writing it. Exactly. You're writing the movie. Like, you're literally writing the story. You're writing the literal blueprint of the story. I have an issue with this. I've got literal PTSD from what that show did. And I tell you what, I'm skeptical now. I'm very skeptical. Very skeptical. That's not good. But let's talk Indiana Jones. Now, I've touched upon... I've touched upon Blue Beetle. And RJ, one thing I said earlier on as well, just so you ain't got to go all the way back in the stream, is I said everyone needs to prepare themselves for everyone to remember Xolo Marijuana as Blue Beetle more than Miguel, just because DC. I've spoke about Guardians of the Galaxy 3, spoke about, what was the other one? Yeah, that was it. Guardians of the Galaxy 3, Transformers, and now Indiana Jones. Now, I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. Oh, it's been a long couple of days. I'm not even gonna be lying here when I say this. I'm not a big Indiana Jones fan. You know, dun 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 dun. dun. Like I love it, but I'm not a huge fan. Like, I'm not loving it to the point where I'm like, oh my God, this is insane. I could marry this. I was more Star Wars. I was more Harry Potter. I was more Power Rangers even. You know, it's mad to me that I just... I don't know. You know, I've seen them all. Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, I thought was... Even I'm saying this as a non-indie fan, more of an indie normie. I don't know what the hell that was. Like, that right there is an example of just doing a sequel because you could. And I want to use Indiana Jones as an example of what I always talk about. How you end it is as important as ending it. You can end a story, but if you end it shit, that's all you're going to remember it for. And that's the problem I have with Indiana Jones, is Kingdom of the Crystal Skull is not a good ending. And the way the trailer is designed and the tone, I've got Logan vibes from that trailer. I've got Logan vibes. I think this is Harrison Ford's last run as Indy. You know, even if it wasn't from a story perspective, like he doesn't die or something. I just think that you're at a point now where Harrison Ford is like 90 odd, like... Your old hat, hang up the boot. Like, come on, like, close it. You know, I echo Evan's point. Like, I more so played the Lego Indiana Jones games more so than watching the movies. And even on Lego Star Wars, the complete saga, I would enter in the cheat code to get Indiana Jones. Or there was you would watch a clip of an Indiana Jones trailer within the game to unlock him. But by and large, when it comes to the bigger picture of Indiana Jones, I'm not a huge fan like that. I'm more of a normie. Again, as I said, I always try and keep it real, people. I'm not going to be an expert in everything. I'm not an expert in this. I'm really not. But the feel I get from the trailer and the look and the aesthetic is that it is very reminiscent of Logan for me. And I think Harrison Ford has definitely been de-aged in places because he looks a little bit younger in some scenes than he does in others. So don't be surprised if they do a lot of stunt double work, because Harrison whipping himself everywhere, that's not sustainable for a 2-hour minute. No. Didn't the writer for Kenobi not know? Apparently so. Because this is what we do in the 21st century. Hire me. I would have wrote a better story myself. And do you know what? Just to be even more spiteful, I would have left in Reaver and I would have showed him how to do it. Blue Beetle is the good. The writer writing it is writing El Muerto. I mean, El Muerto is a Sony project, so I don't have much faith in that, but the writer's good. Yeah, it's just not for me. It's just not for me as much. Yeah, I mean, I love Miguel Diaz with all my heart, but Blue Beetle, come on. It's like Robert Pattinson is great as Cedric Diggory. But that is irrelevant right now. Like he's well known as Edward Cullen, but he's Batman. Like, Batman wipes the floor with Cedric and Edward. And I don't mean in a fight. I just mean in the pop culture zeitgeist. Edward Cullen and Cedric Diggory, who? You're Batman. Like, you're literally cream of the crop. So that's what it'll be. Have you ever watched Incredibles or Ratatouille? Yeah, have I ever? Da-da-da-da-da. Where's my super suit? What? Where is my super suit? I put it away. Where? Why do you need to know? I need it. Like, come on, you know that scene? We are talking about the greater good. Greater good. I am your wife. I'm the greatest good you're ever going to get. Yes, of course I have. And then Ratatouille with the guy with it when he sips the soup and it like takes him back to his childhood. Come on, love those movies. Well, I'm sure you'll enjoy it, Abbas. James Mangold is a great director. James Mangold is great. Insert Yoda Lego death sound here. There you go. There you go. The de-aging is for the opening scene. Okay. But yeah, you'll know more about Indy than I will, LB. So just give me some more context and whatever else and whatnot. Jacob should have wrote Venom 2. I would have, I'll tell you what, I would have made Venom 2 one of the best superhero movies ever made. I'm not even joking. Incredibles. Seriously, I would have. Think of the best elements of Amazing Spider-Man 2, right? The best elements, as much as it has some shit in it, it's still got some good stuff with the Gwen and Peter stuff. You put that with the tone of Revenge of the Sith, and then you mix a bit of, I'd say, the Dark Knight in there. Bit of 4. Trust me, they had the minerals to make one of the best second act superhero movies of all time, and they fucked it. Pixar is great. Jacob, I must work on my affordable and clean energy presentation. Have a good rest of your night. I can also go home from my college in a few weeks after my finals. Boom! I tell you what, brother, you keep smashing college. Keep doing your thing. Keep me updated. And yeah, bro, you keep doing your thing.
Any more coffee?
Keep doing your thing. Also, everybody, I need to say this because I didn't actually say it before. I have changed my Instagram handle. It's now The Chosen One YouTube _ So The Chosen One YT. Hang on, let me just check. Put it there 1 second. There you go. That's my new thing. I've changed it. Have I seen Incredibles 2? Yeah, I mean, I liked Incredibles 2, but it's nothing on the first one. Yeah, I'm sure he would have. I'm quite excited though, especially because James has been shutting down Doomcock and others totally real leaks. They're all bullshit. Like, does anyone still believe Doomcock at this point? The Incredibles is better than most. Hey, The Incredibles showed Fantastic Four how to do it. I'm not interested in seeing Venom 2 at all. I mean, I've got great news regarding Venom 3. The person who wrote the first Venom and the second Venom is writing the third one. Definitely not seeing it in cinema. Incredibles 2 is literally years of hype for not much. The film was shite to be nice, in my opinion. Damn, Evan, that was brutal. I mean, I don't know if I'd say shite, but was all right. It was meh. Very meh. That's how I describe it. Very, very meh. Now, I'm at a point in the stream, people, where I'm literally just going to be bouncing back and forth with the chat for half an hour. So get your messages in, people. Get your messages in. Half an hour, little Q&A. Ask away. Anything and everything. I've covered Blue Beetle, Transformers, Guardians, and I touched upon Indy. So go all in. Forgettable. Yeah. X and a biblical... see, I can't say the word, but yeah. And a biblical artifact. Oh, right. Much like... And then The Last Crusade. Okay. Cool. Likey. Me likey. I kind of agree, although I thought it was funny Mr. Incredible was trying to handle Jack when discovered that he had powers. Math is math. Math is math. When he was helping Dash with his homework. But yeah, I was going to say something else. What on earth was I going to say? You know when you have a thought, it just goes from your head? Yeah, I just had that now. You know when Venom is in the same universe as Vulture, Kraven, and Morbius, so no doubt Venom 3 will feature that. Oh, for Christ's sake. They completely pissed all over. I'm sorry, Spider-Man Homecoming laid a great foundation for Vulture's character. And Vulture's character gives a shit about his daughter and his wife. And all of a sudden, he's like, we're going to get a spider. Like, what the hell are you doing? You've just completely undone the character's story. What are you doing? What is going on here? Moron. Shrek 5. Thoughts? Damn, that caught me off guard. Right, hang on. Oh, wait, hang on. Wait, a new Shrek? Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, God. Oh, God, no. No, no more. No more. Oh, wait, hang on a minute. It's been cancelled. Oh, damn, I didn't even know. Shrek 5 was almost cancelled entirely due to a continuing debate or whether or not. No, no more. No more. That's it. I don't need any more Shrek. And it's a John Williams final score. Genuinely excited to hear what he's come up with. Spielberg says that it's the 120cc of pure. Now that is a line right there. 120cc of pure John Williams adrenaline. That's awesome. I love that. I love that. That's so good. I mean, hell, even for John Williams' final score for Rise of Skywalker, as much as I have my issues with that movie, John frickin' nailed the score for that movie. Rise of Skywalker had 99 problems. The score weren't one. Did you get to meet Mary Mauser and Peyton List? I got to meet Mary. I saw Peyton last year, briefly. They were cool. Pretty cool, pretty chill. The thing is, like, with me, guys, I met so many people now, and especially trying to break into that field of acting, I've worked with people now. Just treat them like people. Like, I know we love them for the work they do, but don't go, oh, boys, like, don't do that. You know, just don't, you know, go, like, don't do that. Just treat them like normal people. And trust me, it's better that way. I think they actually appreciate it more. Vulture literally only cared about his family, but right when he's in another universe, he says, I hope the food is better in this joint. So freaking stupid. And it's meant to be the same one. Favorite superhero movie of all time? Oh, that's tough. Oh, that would require a stream in and of itself. I can't answer that one. That requires a lot of thought. Morbius and Vulture bank robbing scene in Craven post credits is going to be one of the worst. Oh my Jesus Christ Almighty! Wow, I cannot believe this is where we're at with Sony. I cannot believe this. Those action cues are definitely going to be the highlights, even if Helena's theme is already past expectations. Morbius was a meme. Sony knew it and just went with it. Yeah, the movie sucked, but well, I mean, from what I've heard, I haven't actually watched it. Would you guys like to see me do a watch party to Morbius? Let me do a poll. Let me start a poll. So, watch party to Morbius. I'm going to put yay. Hey, please. Lol, no. There you go. The poll's there. Get to voting. Now, we're on 20 likes at the moment, team. 20 likes. Come on. Can we get it up? Sony going to make Craven an animal lover, even though he's a hunter. You see what I'm saying? It's stupid. Like, it's like, I'm not. I don't want to go down that road. I don't want to go down that road. I was going to say something then. I was going to say something about a company as an example where, you know, don't do this, don't do that, but not us, if you know what I mean. I'll let you instill the nuance. You should do a watch party for Morbius just to get it out of the way. All right. All right, I'll have to do a watch party to it then. That's decided. Natalie, what's up? How are you? How are you keeping? How's college life? No! England, Senegal today. Is it coming home, Jacob? It's coming home. No. Like, I would like it to come home, but... And I don't want to get too much into football because I'll get very passionate about it. But there's a part of me that really wants an England-Argentina final so we can batter them. Because I tell you what, that Maradona, that hand of God thing, no. I hope Argentina gets served. I really do. Yeah. It's just, like, Fox are awkward. Universal are awkward. Sony are awkward. Like, they're actively... Like, I think Fox and... Like, I mean, Fox are done now, but Universal and everyone else, they're just awkwards. Because... Awkward because they're just awkward. Sony are awkward because they're willing to be awkward. They're choosing to be. You sure you want Messi? Bring him on! Like, I couldn't give a frog. Bring him on! You want to be the best, you got to beat the best. I couldn't give a frog's fat arse if Messi's in that team. Hey, listen, they played Australia today and only won 2-1. Australia. No disrespect to my fellow Aussies. They only beat them 2-1. We beat Wales 3-0. Bring him on. And I tell you what, Chelsea held Messi at bay for many years. So, I'm sorry. Argentina need to get served, in my opinion. It's personal. But you're American. You don't know the pain. You don't know the pain. You don't know the pain, RJ. No, no, they ain't. Wrong. Only complaint with the trailer was the music. Could have something soon. Yep. That'd be nice. How many stunts do you believe Harrison Ford would do in the movie? Not a lot. Not a lot. He's too old. Like, it's not feasibly possible. He's going to physically get hurt. I grew up with Toby. I learned from Andrew. And I learned from Tom. So, I learned a bit from all three. Isn't Sony making that new Karate Kid? Yep. Yeah. RJ, Wales are better than US. I'll say that. And US somehow managed to hold us to a draw because we just weren't clinical. We just were all over the shop. I'm not taking anything away from my fellow USA friends when I say this. But in that match, in that draw, USA came with a game plan to get a draw, executed it, did it well, and we just took it. And the next game, we retaliated, smacked them 3-0. Like, it's Wales are good. Let's not. They've got Ramsey. They've got Bale. Like, let's not undersell it here. Okay, let's not undersell it. Argentina, who have they got nowadays besides Messi? Most of that roster is literally at the end of their road. I'm going to Google the squad. Google the squad. It literally drew 2-1 to Australia. Don't tell me. I mean, Paulo Dybala, he's good. Di Maria, not the player he used to be. Gomez, Paradis, Otamendi, overrated. Pazela, they've got a good squad, but I think I want Argentina. Sorry, it's personal. He's doing several action scenes with no doubles. Oh, really? Okay, damn. Fair play then. Well, they better be careful. God, the amount of times they would have had to stop and start doing takes. We have Mason Mount. Damn it, Evan. I don't know if you're on my side or his on this one. Favorite Star Wars movie? Revenge of the Sith, baby. Revenge of the Sith. Always. Always Revenge of the Sith. Choreography for several fights. Okay. Favorite Star Wars Legends character? Darth Nihilus. Darth Nihilus all the way. I love Nihilus. I love the fact that there's someone so evil. He started out as a physical being, and the more he goes along, there's less and less of him, and he's basically a Dementor and a Death Eater mixed in one. If a Death Eater became a Dementor, that's if Cobra Kai season 6 releases the same year as oh god Jesus. Higher after someone asked if Ford was on screen for more than 75% of seasons. Damn, good man. 2010 South Africa World Cup, best FIFA music ever. You are damn right. That song, I love it. Wait, Druid, have you been in the streams before? What was your first discovery of my channel? Also, yeah, guys, comment your first discovery of my channel in the comment section. I'm just curious. This is my point. Argentina average bar Messi. He's carrying them. It's an aging squad. No, to be fair, he's not wrong, RJ. He isn't wrong. Like, Argentina have a good squad, but Messi is carrying them right now. Like, objectively speaking, Messi is carrying them. They have a good squad, but it's Messi. Like, again, we're talking about one of the best players that's ever existed in the history of football. It's okay for them to be carried by Messi. It's the same thing I said when Hazard was carrying Chelsea. Yes, Willian's great. Oscar's great. Hazard was carrying us. 2-mile bike rides in the mornings of shooting. Damn. If anything, RJ, he's praising Messi, you donut. You moron. Ronaldo's better. Anyway, I shouldn't have brought up any football because it's going to start a blood feud in the chat. It's all love. It's all love, people. I mean, to be fair to RJ's point, I don't think he's carrying the entire Argentina team, but Messi is he's the cog. Like, you take Messi out of that team, it's not as threatening as you think. It really isn't. I'm gonna hop off now. You should see that rescore at some point. We'll drop the link when you do it, LB. But you take care of yourself. Indy 5 on the horizon, brother. AG to you're AG. Oh my god. They rely on Messi so much. Look like the Saudi game. Messi isn't firing, they struggle. Yeah, we're giving Messi praise. See your channel's Chelsea stream. Oh, damn, really? Shit, what a stream to find. No, they're not an average squad, but they're an aging squad, and they're an overrated squad. There's players in that squad that are not the players they used to be. Di Maria is a classic case. He used to tear it up. What does the guy do now? Nothing. Otamendi. Nothing. Where would you want me to drop it next? Yeah, drop it in the next stream. Probably be streaming tomorrow or the day after with the Kings. We'll see. I mean, Argentina still have a good squad. Like, I'm not going to undersell it as much as Evan here, but when you look at it like this, that squad is aging. All the players in it are overrated, and Messi is carrying it. And for me, it's personal. And I couldn't care. I'm the type of dude, I want to fight the best, right? If they're really the best, I want to fight them. I don't want, like, beating Wales is nice. Beating USA would have been great, but I want to fight the big boys. I shoot high. That's a winner's mentality. I want to go to the big boys, okay? I want to take the big boys on and see what's up. That's what I want. I don't care who the opponent is. I want to fight. I want to fight them. That's how you do it. That's that Chelsea mentality. See, this is what happens when you actually support a club, RJ. It's Bayern Munich. Come on. We beat Bayern Munich with Solomon Kalou and Bertrand. Like, Torres. Like, names mean nothing. Names mean nothing when it's 11 players on either side of the pitch. Names go out the window. Still 11 players on each team. Christian, can you suggest some to me? Actually, I want to watch a whole bunch of them. I want to watch a whole bunch of them. Have you seen the Disney's version of A Christmas Carol? No, I haven't actually watched it. Is it any good? Any good? Germany and Belgium, on the other hand, though, are way past it. Yeah, Belgium aren't as good as they used to be. Germany is still pretty strong, though, and Belgium are pretty strong. But I still wouldn't. They're aging, and they're not as good as they once were. But I still wouldn't. I'd be skeptical of facing them because on their day, they can still be good. With German, there will be no... I'm not even going to comment on that. All right, 13 minutes left, people. 13 minutes, and then I will be ending the stream because I need to really stretch my legs. I've been sat here for nearly 2 hours. Final 10 minutes. Get those questions in. No more football talk. No more football talk. That's it. I'm done with the footy for now. I'm done with the footy. Bring up anything. Cobra Kai for the 50 millionth time. Anything. Life. A question. Anything. Or the fact that Joby Harold is writing, Transformers 7. I mean, also, I just want to say on Argentina, they only won one via the hand of God. Just saying. Back in 2021, I found your channel. Okay, come on, people, get those questions in. Let me have a little look at the poll. Let's see how the poll's doing. Oh, wow. So, there's been 14 votes. 86% say, yay, please. 14% say, lol, no. Do you have any advice on life goals? Okay, I'll get to that in a second. That's a good one. But the real question is, if Messi doesn't win the World Cup, will it affect LeBron's legacy? Evan, you legend. Thank you for that. Now you're going to start up a trend. Damn it, man. Right, so with goals, what kind of goals are we talking about here? Are we talking about short-term goals, long-term goals, internal goals, external goals, career-wise, just on a day-to-day basis? I assume you just mean goals in general, because that's the thing. I like to really break it down for different types of goals. But for me, whenever it pertains to goals, I always keep my focus eyes on the prize. What is it that I want to achieve by the end of something? So I'll give you an example. Before I started my stream today, what did I want to achieve? Well, I wanted to achieve talking about Blue Beetle. Done. I wanted to talk about Transformers. Done. I wanted to talk about Indiana 5. Done. I wanted to talk about Guardians of the Galaxy. Done. And I also wanted to interact with you guys because I haven't really been active a lot on the channel in terms of videos and content. So I wanted to achieve a sense of I'm still here. I'm still badass. You guys are still amazing. And I think I achieved what I set out to do. So that's a little realistic goal that I conquered within literally an hour and 50 minutes. There's other goals that you can get that are more bigger picture. You want a higher paying job. A lot of it is very situational. Sometimes it will depend on your current situation, where you're at in life. Who you know is very important. Your positions, where you have worked, your experience, dealing with people, talking to people, networking, communicating. There's so many different variables and so many different factors that go into life goals. It really is hard to whittle down to the smallest, lowest denominator, if that makes sense. It's very contingent. So give me a couple of scenarios and hopefully I can help you out a little bit. I will tell you this: Scott Adkins, the martial artist, played in Doctor Strange as one of the henchmen. Hey, Scott Adkins is a goat. Oh, what's that? I mean, I know you always say Yuri Boyka, Chris, but I've never actually watched Yuri Boyka. I might have to, because I tell you what, those fights look nuts. Oh, you got Michael J. White in Undisputed too? Oh, for real? Wait, Michael J. White's in Hey, yo, I might have to... Hey, Michael J. White, that's my dude. Anything he's in, I'm watching. Damn. Yo, and it was literally... It was made on a budget of 3 million and... Oh, dear. Box office 208. Yo, that's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. That's not good at all. That's a very bad return. Very bad return. Pursuing your goals. Who do you think was the best Jigsaw? Dominic West or Ben Barnes? I love Ben Barnes. He's so freaking good. Homegrown actor as well. He's an England boy. I think he is. Could be wrong. Pursuing your passions like academic goals. Okay. So with regards to that, I would make a list, right? I would make a list. Can't wait to see Donnie Yen in chapter 4. Oh, Donnie Yen in chapter... Oh, do you know what? John Wick. John Wick is so good. I freaking love those movies. But in terms of pursuing your passions, best thing I can suggest, just from my own experience, right? You guys know how much I go on about notebooks and being organized and whatever else. Let me find my notebook. Hang on. Because those who have been following this channel for the longest time will know how much that notebook means to me. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, my legs. Oh, God. Oh. Whew. It's like when... I feel like... Do you know what? The last time I felt like this was when I was watching Dark Knight for the first time. And then once the movie ends and you can get up, that's what this feels like. Let me try and find it. I think I filled it up fully, and then I started using my new notebook. But if I can just give me a sec, guys, bear with me. Just trying to have a little look, see if I can find it. If I can find it, I'm going to be extremely happy. No, I don't think I can find it. Okay. Essentially, get yourself a notebook, right? And I want that notebook to be your goal notebook. So let me just grab... I'm sure I had one in my bag. Hang on, give me a minute, guys. I'm sure I had it. I'm literally sure that I had it. Because I always use it. Yes. Yes. I found it. Home base. This is Rogue 2. I found them. Repeat. I found them. If you know where that's from, you are a freaking legend. This right here. Mwah! This has the history of the journey of my YouTube channel, going all the way back to the beginning. I literally have so many, like, just documents and stuff in here. right, of everything. Just documents, videos. Like, I've literally got a scrapbook full of information. I've got so much in this that goes all the way back to when my channel was in its first early days. I've literally got notes of my first videos right here. Some of these never saw the light of day. Like that, like you can have a plan and your journey leads you on a different path. Like, I've got so much in this notebook that it legitimately, right? It never saw the light of day. Half of this never saw the light of day at all. But by and large, there is so much in here that goes all the way back. Look at that. That is a video list. That is a full-on video list. And I look back, and one of my videos on here is Dimitri's Neville moment. I did that video about nearly 2 years ago. Like that. So that's what I would say, is get yourself a goal notebook, right? And I never had the intention of having a goal notebook. My friend Leon gave this to me as a birthday present. I think it was a birthday present. And I literally just started using it to articulate my goals and manifest it. I'm a big believer in the law of attraction. I believe the law of attraction is real. And what you really want and desire, you magnetize to you. The universe will find a way to bring it to you. You just have to be ready for when it does, but also not complain about it when it happens, because that's something that's happened to me where I say, oh, for example, man, I really want some chips to be thrown at me today. And then chips get thrown at you. Like, it's that thing of law of attraction. Law of attraction is real. And I believe the best way to pursue your passions is to start speaking them into existence. Get a notebook, make a plan, execute the plan, expect the plan to go off the rails, throw away the plan, and then just go from there. Go from there. But it's, you know, these things are not mutually exclusive to one another. What works for me might not work for you. But that's just one thing I can recommend. And then also talk to people, friends and family, about how they're pursuing their goals, you know, the steps that they're taking, the decisions that they're making, see what's working for them. And then maybe you can use a bit of that in your own, you know, your own way of pursuing things. And again, it's all down to personal preference. What ends up working for you might not work for someone else. What works for them, it might not work for you either, you know? So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. I mean, there's so many Spider-Man that literally look like they're going to show up in that movie. John Wick movies are really fun. They really are. Pretty good. It's a little bit darker than the other versions, and the CGI was fantastic. I might have to check it out. Thank you, Lisa. Duly noted. Yeah, so that basically applies to everyone, you know? So, great question, Natalie. Very good question. I love that question. Very good. That's the kind of questions that I live for. As much as I love pop culture, life is always above. Adam! It's great that you keep notes. I do the same as well. Really keep. Yeah, and the thing is, you know, you see the journey. Like, literally, this right here, this was an acid trip for me. I've literally just gone down memory lane of when I first wrote these things. And I first wrote some of these literally freaking ages ago. Like, hang on, let me do this. One sec. Let me have a little look. Yeah, this was... I've got notes going back to my very first time before I started streaming. My first ever Chosen Live. I have notes in this book. And then towards the back end of the book, right, I've got this: Chosen Live, Redemption Arcs, and Why They Matter. Like, it's literally... I got everything in here. I got everything, you know, including this. I don't know if RJ's still watching. Go all in. So much in here. I've got the script from when I shot Upon Reflection with Mark. More video ideas. My NFL team. Just an NFL fan. I'm a normie. I've got my plans and my roadmap. I've got so much, you know, just stuff. I've got so much in here. And the thing is, it's not that it's all organized. It's messy as hell. Like, this book is a mess. But we, you know, we move, you know, we keep going forward. That's what I like. And pretty much everything I wrote in this book you know, has ended up manifesting in some way. So manifest it, you know, bring that spiel into existence. That's all I can literally say. Oh my God, I've even got memories of the open debate stream. Wow, now that's a throwback. I remember that Redemption Characters live stream. Yeah, that was mad. That was mad, bro. But we've officially hit the 2-hour mark, people. So I'm going to end the stream very, very soon. It has been a pleasure to do a Chosen Live once again. I know you guys have all wondered where I've been at and whatnot. Essentially, long story short, you guys know me. I'm real. I've just been working a lot. So naturally, I just don't have as much time as I did before. Especially when this channel was really booming and I was really gaining a little following, is I had more time to just chip away because I had nothing else to do. But, you know, traveling into work every single day and then coming home after doing whatever, you don't really feel like doing a whole lot, you know. But it's all about finding that balance. And that's one of my goals. Speaking of goals, that's one of my goals, to find the balance of keeping this within my space. Where I can really enjoy doing this, because I do. And it's quite therapeutic for me in a way to know that I can work my normal jobs. And then what ends up happening is, if there's a trailer that drops and I want to talk about it, I can just put the webcam in, load the microphone up, and get it ready. You know, I can literally just start straight away. Like, that's what I freaking love. I love that. I love that stuff, you know, and I love that I'm able to do that. And the reason I'm able to do a lot of it is because of you guys. So I'm eternally grateful for that. And I'm never not going to be. You give me such an inspiration. We see a lot of things in a new way. You're my heroes, Jacob, who I look up to very much. Melissa. Hey, where is it? Where is it? I need a clip. I need a clip. I don't have a clip that really expresses something good for that. I'll just play that. There you go, I'll play that. But thanks, Melissa. I really appreciate that. What do you think of Ultimate Spider-Man comics? The Venom storyline kind of ironic. The Amazing Spider-Man 2 pulled some of the elements in this. I think it's all right. You know, I think it's okay. It's all right. Whole life have balance. Yep. And game. Hard work pays. Take care of it. Cheers, Druid. Thank you, Lisa. Talk about sports. I can talk about sports all day, bro. The only thing is, NFL and NBA, I'm not even a normie on those. I know nothing about those. The only thing I know about the NBA is literally what Space Jam taught me. The only thing I know about NFL is whenever it's mentioned in movies. It's literally it. When I was going to get one as of late. Get one, bro. Thank you, Melissa. You see, the thing is, part of me doesn't actually want to end the stream because now there's 22 people in here. See what I'm saying? I don't want to end it now. This is what I mean. This is why I love the community that I built here. I love this. I hope things go well. You're welcome, Natalie. You're right back at you. And again, you can always reach out to me if you need any more advice on anything. So again, everyone, just for clarification, one more time. That's my new Insta handle. It's changed. So there you go. I understand you're paying the World Cup. I feel you, bro. Yeah. Damn, not sure if you're a bit behind. But, man, it's mad. Cheers, Tristan. Thanks, brother. Getting towards December is the year that will be left behind. This needs to be looked back at in good times, especially when it's all piled up. Evan, do you mean to tell me you have a New Year compilation in the... Evan, did you just do an MCU? You slippery little... Evan just did an MCU right now. That's exactly what he just did. He just did an MCU. He literally just set a post-credit scene in my stream for his compilation. Evan, you slippery little bastard. You know what, Evan? I taught you well. Yeah, my brother, man, we come away since last year. Brothers look out for each other. You're damn right, Chris. You're damn right, Chris.
Look, if you're so worried about this son of a bitch, why don't we go down there and kick his ass right now?
Damn right. Damn right, Chris. Again, there's literally a part of me that doesn't want to end the stream. There's 21 votes now on the watch party to Morbius. 33% say no and 67% say yes. Damn. Is the next Kings of Pop Culture going to be discussion or watch party? Discussion. Now, I'll update you guys on if it will be happening tomorrow. We'll see. But I think more than likely it's going to be on Monday evening again. So the rest of this month in particular, Kings of Pop Culture is going to happen on Mondays now. Just because of the way things are with my work life at the moment. I just need to try and fit it in on a day when I'm not going to pass out on stream and sleep. Because as funny as it is, right? I'll tell you what. Let's pull up the. Let's go back down a memory lane. Let's pull up the time that I fell asleep on stream to Halloween. Why not? Let's do it. Let's revisit some nostalgia. And I don't mean the one where like the Halloween Ends one where I fell asleep. I mean literally the OG one. Let's get some nostalgia. It's a quote from a film. Don't know what you think. What's that? What is? Right, where is it? Go on then. Yeah, Evan with the tease. That's what it is. That's what Evan is right now. He's just a tease. You're just a tease, Evan. Damn straight. Good thing is I can't get copyrighted because it's my own. There you go. Look, I was out. Like legitimately, I was done. I was like, yeah, I'm popping off. I was like, yo, I am out.
See how strong your hand strength is, bro.
There you go. I like that background. Yeah, see, King notices. Hang on. Where is it? Hang on. There you go.
I'm back.
There we go.
Dang, man. Took you forever.
Sorry, I didn't have my phone. I was gonna tell y'all.
This is for fun.
Jacob,
We've been
out. Yo.
Jacob is gone, baby.
How are we gonna end the stream?
I was out like a light. Not even a tease. I pulled the comment from a film just added.
That is funny.
Throw you lot off. Oh, you. Means the year that will be left behind needs to be looked at.
What's up, Darius? Jacob fell asleep.
Hey, Jacob.
Hang on.
Jacob is tired.
What quote is that from?
No. Jacob.
He ain't waking up.
Yeah, I was.
Dose him up.
Yeah,
Oh, this is gonna be weird, dude. He fell asleep. I'll do it after the movie ends.
Yeah. I think he might get like wake up by himself. Yeah.
No, wait, hang on. Right, I'm gonna add. Can I add something to the screen because I actually want to show this to everyone? Hang on.
This is weird watching this back. This is great.
You can share the screen, yeah.
Man, I was out.
Right, I'm just gonna pull this.
Someone asked if I was acting here. No, genuinely, I was asleep. I was out for sick. Like I was out. Like I was out. You can see my Comic-Con wristband still on. I was literally just passed out. And then Evan, being the genius he is, then does the great maneuver right here. Give it about 3 seconds. Any second now. It's funny because I know what's coming. Any second now.
You'll see this.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. There you go.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
Yep.
He
He couldn't get back in.
he just texted me.
yeah. Told you.
Aww.
Yeah.
Dude.
That's the only way we can make this work is if Jacob is awake.
Jacob. How long did it take?
I think it was like 2 minutes in and then he was gone.
Dang.
I was done. I was finished.
Jacob Myers.
You went.
Pen class.
This
Way they can like give
Ben Chod said this stream
the fuck.
is a fail. Yeah, it is a fail.
Did it.
Give me my
Yeah.
Hang on.
definitely the worst stream that we've had, but it's the funniest. No, not the
Yeah.
funniest, but it's still funny.
I agree. I agree.
Stream.
Future Jacob is telling you that I agree, you know. Where's the moment? Oh, hang on. There we go. There we go. There's the moment. Got where it was. Yep.
Oh, there we go.
Jacob.
Yeah. And then I realized.
Jacob, wake up. Jacob, wake up.
Now, I want everyone to pay attention to the minute I wake up. The minute I wake up, right? Look what I do straight away. I'm straight back into the work. Literally within
Jacob.
a second. Wait for it. Look.
Jacob, wake up.
Oh, thank
Jacob, wake up.
Evan, Darius, back in you come. There you go.
Dude, you was gone.
Jacob, you want to end the stream and do it tomorrow?
Oh, No Way Home and Cobra Kai season 4 hype, man. It was a great feeling.
Always awake.
No.
You see, this is the moment when the world realized, right? And I'm just gonna boost my own ego here. This is the moment when the world realized how badass I am. It doesn't matter how tired I am. I was like, you know what? We're carrying on.
Always awake.
No.
See, I literally said I'm good.
Tired as hell. Cold as sleep, bro.
You don't have to stay up, bro. I mean, we could always do it tomorrow.
Nope, not today, not tomorrow.
Yeah, bro. Like sleep, yo. I've never seen you look this tired. I've never seen. He better go right back.
The show must go on.
Bang.
Oh, Lord.
Jacob, you're
Gangster, man. I
dedicated,
got
man.
Any of you king.
You see, what's great about this is Danny calls me a gangster, and then Evan says, any of you kings want to join?
Any of you kings want to join? Do it now while he's awake, so that you're not knocked out or anything. I would suggest do it now, just in case.
No.
But yeah, good memories. Good memories. Good memories. Good times. Good times. Bruh. Oh, man. How many likes is this stream on right now? Let's see. Now, did we reach 25? Because I think we were at 20 the last time I checked. Did we hit the milestone? I think we might have. Hang on 1 second. Just bear with me a minute here. Oh, wait, give me a minute. Where are we? I think we might have. Oh, we're 2 likes away. We're 2 likes away from 25. Holy shit. If you haven't liked this stream, make sure you do. Make sure you do. And if you're watching after the fact or on rewatch, smash that like button as well. Just one thing to remember. Take all your oatmeal and store it. You know what? Fine. Why not? We're going down memory lane. Let me pull that one up as well. I need to try and remember what stream that was from. I think it was from the Cobra Kai season 5 images. Cobra Kai season 5 images with the Kings. That was the one. Okay, there's an advert that will get me demonetized. The good thing about watching my own content is I can't get copyrighted by my own shit. So now this was bloody hilarious. This is probably the most any of us have ever laughed on stream ever.
Later from just a throwaway.
Jesus, this is, I'm not gonna lie, I've never seen it.
You almost gone to bomb more, Johnny. Oh my god.
We don't need none of that shit. Nah. I'm all set. I'll pass.
Sorry, Cody is the way.
Oh
my god, it hurts to laugh.
Bro, what is
Yeah,
happening?
Chris.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, do try. The second
I don't know who said it.
We all said that.
Just everybody ice.
Now, this was the moment that shit got inside me. This is the moment right here. Oh, by the way, Evan, you're. Oh wait, you made questions. Okay.
I'm sorry. Give me a minute.
Take all that oatmeal and store it.
Take all that oatmeal and store it.
Fucking hell.
You gotta stop feeding the monkeys, man. Like,
Feed them what? Feed them oatmeal?
man.
Welcome to
Milk.
Fuck your dick up.
God damn, bro.
RJ, can you change your back? Oh, this is too funny. Same man. Yo, you got. Oh, you know what? You know, when we had that moment on your stream, like this is everyone.
This might be.
Cholo should join the Kings of Pop Culture. Let's make it
Oh
happen.
my god.
Cody's gone. Look at the most recent comment.
It's crazy. Cody comes in here like disciplining the children.
Cody, what was that profile? Cody, please put that profile. Think of the one of the comments. Someone said, "I'm not never having oatmeal."
I was done and I was not.
RJ, can you come to camera a second? Come to camera for what I'm about to say. If this is phase 2, just imagine what phase 3 is going to be.
Doesn't make it up.
Is it?
With Cheyenne.
On. After.
Okinawa. Oatmeal compilation of 2020. Compilation. Just oatmeal hard.
And let me
Oatmeal
show evidence for Bakaya.
soon. In soon.
It's literally just happening.
Oh my god.
Wait, what? What did I miss?
You guys, I can never see oatmeal the same.
Oatmeal compilation.
You know what? Blame this lot for that.
2022.
Listen, brother, I have the same problem. I used to really enjoy a bowl of porridge. I can't anymore because I just look at it and I get PTSD from this.
Oh no. Yo, you just made a compilation. No,
Sorry, RJ's not.
It's coming. It's coming soon. Yo, you just made.
Sorry, RJ sounds like you're
made a compilation. No, this is happening. It's coming. It's coming soon. It's coming.
The oatmeal will be coming round the mountain when it comes.
Another oatmeal.
It'd be another oatmeal video.
Oh god! All right, right. This stream every entire night. You're welcome. You're welcome. You guys doing a Joker audition? RJ definitely is. All right, what's the timestamp of that one, Evan? 1:33. All right, let's go there. I have no idea what was at this timestamp. So I'm trusting that it's going to be something not unsavory. What the hell? Oh, no, we're not doing this. Hang on. I'm not giving them no airtime and all that. No. They ain't getting that. They ain't getting on that. What are those sounds? Oh god. I mean, RJ does sound like the Joker here. So, right now the advert's finished. I can put it back up. Otherwise, I'm definitely getting copyrighted. Right. All right.
He's got a hair, but it looks a bit like him.
Who would have thought, like all the way back in season 1, that you would get?
Is that Claudia Ranieri?
The girl behind the girl behind Chosen is AP's wife.
Jesus, man.
I cannot.
But yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Thank God nobody knows what we mean by that. Because
You mean
I'll
the
tell
character?
you.
Isn't it a character from The Boys that you lot are talking about? Because
You
I
might
haven't
be
watched
about it.
season 3, so don't spoil it. Oh, it's season
Moving-
3. All 3 in the incident of Sato.
Shut up,
Okay.
sauce.
I'll do an actual confession
Oh,
about Judy.
Sorry,
Pierce.
Evan, I can't help it.
All right.
You want to make oatmeal with her?
Shut up,
Okay.
sauce boy.
Judy Pierce, I confess I was wrong about Judy Pierce, and that she will and has to be in Cobra Kai. Not even has to be in Cobra Kai season 5. She will not do wrong.
Please refrain from Sony.
I've already.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about that.
Something. It's like a trailer that. Sir.
Badass image.
Evan, you're being challenged, sir.
What?
Evan, you're being
I
challenged.
forgot
Judy
about
Pierce. Judy Pierce. Judy Pierce will be coming back. Dugan, no.
He said, "I don't touch
Alright.
the damn out of Evan's mouth."
And maybe
And that
understand
Evan
me
dude's
a bit
mouth.
better if you want to watch the film,
That's
just learn
rude.
English.
Evan,
I'm
what are you going to say
joking,
to
I'm
Arthur?
Shamu just
Is that all the images then?
That's all the
Says
images.
it
Oh,
on
we've got the one of him dressed up as Top Gun Maverick, and I'll take one Top Gun Maverick over half of the MCU.
That's funny.
But essentially, imagine he watches Top Gun Maverick and suppose we can.
Yeah, he's got a.
I love you. It's just
Fucking
hope.
hilarious.
And we started again. Like I couldn't even. I was like, I can't. I don't know.
King just don't care.
I'm. I was out, bro. What the hell? Yeah, I'm not giving any airtime to that. That is mad. So many classic moments. So many classic moments. It's weird. I felt sleepy, but I'm literally like right back to my got a whole burst of energy right now. A whole burst of energy. Julie has to throw down against Kim Do-eun. Yes, that needs to happen. The philosophy of Cobra Kai versus the philosophy of Miyagi-Do. Come on. Most badass female fighter in the history of the Miyagi-verse. Let's go. Oh, man. Stupid ads. Wasn't there one more? Hang on. Oh, everything wrong with Amazing Spider-Man 2. 10-year resyn. Oh, Jesus. I was actually talking about the Amazing Spider-Man 2 earlier on as well. Strange. Timing much? I must have just known. Fell asleep and woke up again. What is oatmeal good for? Absolutely nothing. I mean, you haven't missed much, AO. I've just been watching old clips.
On Samantha Russo's goddamn name. You guys need to stop playing with that girl. She gonna fuck you up. Sorry for cussing.
I literally spat my Coca-Cola everywhere. Thanks for that, Danny.
I'm sorry.
Go.
Yeah, fuck's sakes. It's so disappointing why they took this route. Why they do that? There were only 40 minutes of deleted scenes and removed.
Exactly.
40 fucking why?
Damn.
It was in a man.
Yeah, fuck's sakes. It's so disappointing why they took this route. Why they do that?
I'm sorry.
There were only minutes. 40 minutes of
I was done, bro.
removed it?
I was
So
out.
why?
Oh man.
Oh God. Jesus Christ. What the? Yeah, that was back in the early days, bro. Jesus Christ.
Load of people.
You think if just some random person stumbled on the if just some random person stumbled on the street, you'd be like, what the hell did we just walk in on?
Yeah. Like with, I think. What?
What was that, bro?
What was that?
Never mind. Just go on. Just go on. My bad.
Look at everyone's face when it happens. Hang on, wait.
Like with, I think, more screen
Front and
time.
center.
Yeah. Like with, I think. I don't even remember.
All right.
Fanboys, call me a hater. Cry about it. I don't care. This movie is terrible. It's terrible. Movie. It looks like a giant sitcom. Skittles and just. I don't know how people like it. It is bottom 5 MCU. Like you said, Hella is the only good thing
But I
about
get
it.
what you're saying.
No. In my eyes, it is bottom 5.
Okay.
I hate this movie.
Where is it? Oh, no. Ah, there you go. This bit was legendary right here.
Hey, Chris, Catwoman. Go on.
Oh, I don't know. I don't watch Catwoman.
Man, Michelle. Like,
Oh no, I gotta leave the room.
I was out. I was finished. This is that was the most
Real McCoy. That's what it is. The real thing.
I was out.
Oh no, I gotta leave the room.
I was finished.
Oh my god, that's so funny. Oh god, I had a chili burger. Oh god, you. Oh.
Strike, you absolute legend. Oh, it hurts to laugh.
Strike didn't even say anything.
It hurts to laugh.
Yo, please.
yo, what?
And then I think that was that the final one, Evan?
Pain. It's very dangerous.
Oh god. Chris, if you're in the chat, bro.
That is very dangerous to get
Like,
hit
I
in
can't
that
watch
spot
anything
because
like that
you guys,
without
it's
going,
not just the
"Ooh,
pain.
ah."
It is not
Oh,
just the
dude.
pain because you get hit multiple times. Your testicle it starts to spin and the blood flow will
Oh
cut.
my god.
What?
Yeah, this happen.
Wait a minute,
It can
Chris.
happen.
Yo,
That's gonna happen.
yo.
I
Chris,
yeah.
what about the bricks in Home Alone 2?
That
when he
was
keeps
very
going-
descriptive. Oh my god.
Yes, that's gonna happen.
Yeah, it's
So
not
you literally need to go to a neurologist for that.
that.
Like literally.
That was very
Yes.
God.
My own time.
Has known if your oatmeal is back in the news. Doctors confirm again, if you're on a low-fat diet, oatmeal can help reduce your cholesterol. And oatmeal, of course, has no sodium. Also,
Now there's some good news for you. Of course, I've known that for a long time. I learned it by making quick.
I was flipping done. Oh man, classic. What a little walk down nostalgic memory lane. Oh man, TCK, I don't know if you're watching this, brother, but people want you back, man. Come back, TCK. Please come back. We miss you, bro. We miss you. I miss your legendary rants. I'm sure he'll be back soon, everybody. He'll be back soon. What was I going to say? I'm going to say one more thing. Oh, yeah. So that basically brings it to an end. A bunch of those in my kitchen. Damn. If they bring back Dune as a way to get silver out of legit, that could be a good way. Good thinking. Thank you all for tuning in to Chosen Live number 67. This is one of the longest Chosen Lives I've ever done. One of the best Chosen Lives I think I've ever done. There's been good, I've been focused, staying on topic, see ya, cocked it up. Talking to you guys in the chat, doing a back and forth. Love it. No Dugan. Yes, Dugan. Dugan. We want Dugan. We stand. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Evan, Melissa, Druid, Tristan, Cobra Kai World, Frank, Lisa, AR, don't want to forget anybody, All Valley, Adam, RJ, Abbas, scroll up, just keep scrolling, Augustus, myself, I just had a weird thing there, Christian, Jim Tim, Evan, again, Emmett, Natalie, and everyone else in between. Thank you all for appearing in this stream. You guys are legends. Look after yourself. And as of right now, the stream, let's check the vote. I'm going to check the vote just before I end. Let's have a little look. I'm going to check the vote and I'm going to check the likes. Let's see if we're at 25. Fingers crossed we're at 25. Tell me we're at 25. Tell me we're at 25. 23 still. If you haven't liked this stream, what are you doing? Now, we've had 26 people vote yay to Morbius Watch Party and 35% say no. So I guess it's happening. It's happening. Crusader! Take care. Take care of yourself. Isabella, if you don't feel still in, thank you for popping in. Appreciate all of you. I'm going to see you guys around. Kings of Pop Culture, not tomorrow, but the day after. And yeah, it's going to be great. It's going to be badass. Everybody take care of yourself. Yeah. No next Karate Kid. Ha! Take all that oatmeal and store it. Blech. Thanks, Crusader. It's 2 a.m. now, so I'm about to go and get some shut-eye. Had a long week of work. Time to get some rest. Now, play some clips. The fuck was that for? I'm sorry, that one always gets me.
All clear. Another bomb. Another. Look, if you're so worried about this son of a bitch, why don't we go down there and kick his ass?
I am the captain of this ship. Which ship? This guy hit me with a van.
Boom! Fantastic. Oh, there was one more, but I don't know. Wait, do I not have the clip anymore? Open your eyes. Where is it? Ah. Oh, well, I guess this will do.
Oh, that's right. Yes, go cry.